Hello.
What is up?
Yo, yo.
Yes, my dudes. Silver Ogre, Simonad7, welcome. So we're the young punks. I'm an old
man.
I'm an old punk now.
I've been watching Christmas Carol, so I'm going to talk like a Victorian era.
What up, Razmaz? We're just tweeting this bad boy out.
Is that why you're Jeffrey tonight? Jeffrey instead of Jeff.
It's Joffrey, sir.
Joffrey. Oh, governor.
I just
Please
got
don't
Jeff's message.
me,
I'll be
governor.
there in a
I'm
minute.
Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge.
You've gotta love Twitter. Just absolutely shitting on the message system lately. I heard there were some boys here. What is up, Zaid? Good to see you, man. What's up, Ash and Jackal? Sorry about the game stream. That was wacky. He jumped in. He was like, I cannot hear you at all. I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm listening to it on my phone and I'm like screaming. It's like the audio is coming through on mine, so I don't know what I thought he was fucking with me. I was just like, I don't know what's going on.
I'm still stuck on Michael Caine as Scrooge, being like,
Holy
why
shit.
do we fall down, Tiny Tim? So we can ask me to help you get back up, you little shit.
Krishmish.
Starts beating him with his own crutch.
He's got like a double lisp. He's amazing.
All right, you little cunt. Get up.
I like all his H's or F's. So it's like,
that's what I need in my life, dude. Give me just a salty ass old Michael Caine movie, like Bad Santa style Michael Caine. Holy fuck. Fuck you. Just like angry as shit old man. What was that? We've talked about it on here. I brought it up before. Harry Brown, yes.
Yeah,
I was just about to say, where he just plays like a regular ass old dude. Do that. Slap a gun in his hand again. And then just get some dude that doesn't look anything like him to be his stunt double and do like a John Wick style movie where it's just fucking Michael Caine running his fucking mouth and then just insane action.
Have you seen that trailer for the movie with Bob Odenkirk? That's like John Wick style?
No. Did they just completely ape? Did I just ape an idea I didn't even know existed?
I think you'll like it.
How about the Game Awards, our little stream we did the other night? What's it called? Nobody? Yeah, Nobody.
Oh, the name of the
Who's
movie.
he talking to?
I was asking Jeff what the movie was called.
I was talking about the game. You're like, the Game Awards? What's it called?
Sound
Nobody?
like a senile old man. Yeah, but I was saying about the Game Awards stream that we did the other night where I pulled up all those trailers for you guys. Not a single strike. Not one, which I thought was really cool. I think game companies are finally coming around to the maybe we should take our trailer out of the algorithm flags so people can actually promote this shit we're making. So I thought that was really cool because CD Projekt Red, that's like a really common thing for them to not fuck people over. And a lot of indie studios will do that. What is up, Phoenix Animation?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Some kind of Jedi mind manipulator. Welcome to the pit, everyone. Yeah, I'm actually doing the most cyberpunk thing I've done all week. I'm printing out the source book right now on my printer like an absolute fucking nerd. So that's what that weird clicking is you hear in the background every once in a while. But it'll be done shortly.
Spencer's trying to get digitized like in Tron so he can live in cyberpunk.
Dude.
He's like, I will have the printer inside me.
That's like...
He doesn't do anything cool robotic. He just gets all his stuff in his office built into him. He's like, look, I can now print up stickers for my right arm. Like, dude, we're supposed to go fight bad guys. Yeah. Cyber junk.
He has a stapler glued to his forehead.
That'd be pretty badass. He headbutts somebody and they get a staple smashed in their head.
Yeah, and then he has a staple remover just glued between his finger and thumb. He just squeezes it. This is my cyber hand. No, dude, it's just a staple remover. Calm down.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm digitized now.
I cut I cut my own nipple off So cyberpunk. It
Oh, damn,
hurts.
I regret that
I'm
one.
low on printer ink.
Right. Just covered in printer ink and naked.
His teeth are black.
Cyberpunk.
He's drinking ink.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Peter? Yeah, let's check this trailer out. I believe I shared the audio.
You did?
Excellent.
The Emperor approves.
Jan Whack. Yes, hello, I'm Jan Whack. Thanks for the shout out, Ryan. I can't thank you enough for the awesome advice.
Was it to get Blue Chew?
Yeah, right. What's up, Randy? That would be. I need to just take that trailer now, cut out the title card of Nobody, and put in Blue Chew the movie, and then just do my best Bob Odenkirk. I'm so fucking hard right now. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
Especially when the wife afterwards says, "I can see that."
I like, yeah, right. Just knocking stuff off the table at dinner with the family. I like that there's like sort of a return to the Grindhouse movie feel where they're just like, we're gonna get a couple really good character actors together and have some fun. Like that whole thing looks like it takes place in pretty much one location for the most part. I bet you a lot of that shootout at the house, the finale, is probably just the third act of the movie. It looks like there's a ton of that. Yeah,
so
Mr. Show meets History of Violence. That's fucking perfect. A History of Violence. I always say that's like one of the best comic book movies.
Oh yeah, that has some of the best action too in a movie.
Oh my god, dude!
How brutal it is.
Like that's like just the selectiveness of when it chooses to get really fucking like visceral. Like that is so good about that. I think Blue Ruin is another one that does it in small pieces, but same thing, like that shotgun blast at the end and where you like see the wound. Like, oh man.
Yeah, that director, I forget his name, but every movie.
Now all we need is a Death Wish movie starring Seth Rogen.
Oh no, that's not even funny. But I don't want that in the
oh my god, dude! It's just called. Called Jewish.
Jeff's trying to mojo that back out of existence.
Jeff, it's just called Jewish.
Jewish.
I gotta fucking hit up his management. Holy shit. Okay, dude, I got a Funny or Die trailer that's gonna fucking break the internet.
So the male version of Long Kiss Goodnight. It's pretty spot on.
Oh my god. So good.
But it's okay though, because the women now are taking over the male properties like Ghostbusters and Ocean's 11, so we can have one, right?
If my girlfriend were watching right now, that is like the movie for her.
Beaches with Matthew McConaughey.
Jewish, starring Seth Rogen. Can we do Joe Rogan instead? Silver says. Road to Perdition's another. Yeah, that's another one that nobody ever remembers. Is that was one of the, wasn't that like the Vertigo crime stuff they did? I think it had like a special name for the imprint.
Dude, I went on my first date to Road to Perdition.
That's amazing.
She wanted to go see Men in Black 2, and I was like, no, that looks dumb. Let's go see Road to Perdition.
God damn, Jeff, you are a king. Oh my god.
Joe Rogan in fried green tomatoes.
Yeah, what would you put? Joe Rogan would have to be in the Congo.
DMT in these fried green tomatoes.
Joe Rogan has to be in the Congo.
I got insurance, bitch.
Dude, he has to be in the
I never saw the movie. I just remember that line about insurance from the.
We get Joe Rogan to do all the mocap in the Congo reboot that we're writing for all the gorillas.
No, Joe Rogan should be in the Jane Goodall movie. that Sigourney Weaver was in. Just have Joe Rogan in it.
There's another great
how
edit. You
strong
just
they
take
are.
the trailer for Gorillas in the Mist, and it's Jane Goodall talking about gorillas, but then every time she's talking, it cuts to Joe Rogan walking around in the mist. Guys, get out there with all your editing talents, all 10 of you, and get this done.
And Brenda's job just following him everywhere.
What is up? What is up, DJ? Welcome.
Yo, B, where we going?
Talentless
Where
beta
we going,
monkey.
B?
Yeah.
Oh my god, there we go, boys.
Gorillas in the tank.
It's just weed smoke. He's walking around with a doink with Elon Musk, just looking confused in the cloud of smoke. Joe, I can't see you.
So have you ever looked at a city from like way up high, man, when you're high? And Elon's like, yeah, I fucking own rockets, dude.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool. Cool.
Yeah, right. Elon's still getting used to his new skin. Do we believe in Yahweh? Well, you're gonna meet him. One of the best Tom Hanks movies ever. Oh, deep sea diving. Okay.
Coming in.
What's up, Jason? Welcome.
Are you watching
Sci-Fi
the Life
TV for me?
Aquatic, Spencer?
I do this every time, dude. Sci-Fi for me TV. Fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, one day I'm gonna get
say
that.
it all robotic.
Yeah. Sci-Fi for me TV. Fuck. Hyper Kaiju, welcome. You guys all just travel in packs. I love it.
The death curse sound went out. What would the sound be? I guess it would just be the deep sea diving sound. Like, I can hear the call.
I hear the water bubbling. It's like a sea shanty.
Percolator.
You're right. Do you hear the cold whistle of the ice catcher? I'm printing out the Cyberpunk 2020 source book right now, and
it's 2,000 pages.
I almost not really, but it's fucking like I think 258.
Are you doing it like 4 pages up?
No, fuck no. I'm doing it full size, dude, and putting it in a binder.
Oh shit!
Isn't it cheaper to have Peter printed up on newsprint for you?
Yeah, just bootleg the whole thing, and then I have to burn 401 copies of it to not get sued. Although I feel like Mike Pondsmith would be really cool about it, the creator of it, because this thing's had like tons of editions now. I'm pretty sure he uploaded an edition of it a few years back online, just like the PDF for free. It was like, get down, motherfuckers. And then it was his idea to put it on the Cyberpunk 2077 game as an extra download. So if you buy the game, you just get a PDF of the most updated source book.
That says it's just a page with the link to the web page.
I thought was really cool. No, it's the full PDF file, and it's like print quality PDF file for it. Like not that it's like anything crazy. It's all pretty much black and white, and they didn't update the cover or anything, which I thought was really cool. It's the fucking classic ridiculous looking cover that was like a 3D render from like the 80s. I can actually show it really quick on camera. That thing.
Oh yeah, there was a comic they made on a Mac that looked like that. Shatter.
Yeah, this was the source book. But yeah, Johnny Silverhand, quote from him, "I'm chipping in," which is one of the songs from the game. That's the whole thing, is this source book. Like, I haven't played this game since it was probably like 14 years old, and I had like actual friends who played tabletop games. But like, there's so much stuff in the new game 2077 that is straight out of this source book, because this was just one of those. It was a source book that was just really fucking cool and built out this amazing world like all on its own. And for me, someone who was never really into like all the fantasy shit because there was so much of it, Cyberpunk 2077 was something like super different. And the gameplay was a lot more fast paced. Like you sort of went into it like, oh yeah, my guy's probably gonna die. Like you might get a couple campaigns out of it. Like the whole idea is that like just like in the game, you're basically like a mercenary, like a gun for hire, and you attack it in different ways, doing different things. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to go horribly wrong, and a lot of people are going to die. But it was is a fun, more fast paced sort of D&D in a futuristic setting, which interests me way more. If you guys can't tell, I've been giggling like an idiot playing that game. But some of you can't hear me giggling like an idiot while I play it. It's great, though.
I like that you alternate between that, telling your cat to lay down, and then laughing randomly at the chat.
Oh, yeah, because I've got two cats battling each other, or more so just sort of like flexing at each other as of late. I had the box set of that RPG game. Hell yeah. I would love to eventually do something like that, and fucking having Adam Lawson on the channel with us like reignited that in me. We had a little thing called Endless Darkness that I've sort of been kicking around in Game Maker for a while, but I just don't have the time to focus on it like I need to with all the book stuff at the moment. But doing like a tabletop RPG or something might be in the cards down the road somewhere. Because it's one of those things where it's like, normally the good ideas are the ones that nag at me, and I don't really need to write them down or anything. They just sort of fucking haunt me forever. And that's one of those ones that, like, no matter what I do, it's like it constantly comes up. And I always thought more like do like a really simple source book that isn't too big. Like you can pick up the game and learn it pretty quickly. I'd like something that handles more like a board game where you can do like your own additive storytelling and stuff to it, but it isn't too elaborate to get into. And then we always kicked around the idea of potentially doing like a card set that would come with the game that was just like the base for everything you need. Not leaving so much to the imagination. But
yeah, I'd like to do something like that sometime. It'd be fun to be part of something like that. Not saying like put me on your project, but like even just like something.
I have a more immediate idea. I want to talk to you guys about off stream.
Prostitution
sooner than later. Cyberpunk 2077 looks like a solid game, but I wish they did more with the setting. Looks more for normies, but no game will be as cool or complex as Deus Ex. Deus Ex is, again, we got into this a little bit more the other night, but Deus Ex is more like post-cyberpunk at this point. They got into like super futurism and all this other shit. And that's actually what I don't like about Deus Ex is it's not really cyberpunk at all. It's like the corporate side of cyberpunk. It's like the cyberpunk espionage stuff. I think Cyberpunk 2077 does that really well, where I haven't even played the corpo shit at all yet, but you're kind of getting it from all angles, which is a thing that's really forgotten about in cyberpunk a lot of times. It's like, yeah, it's this like cool sort of nihilist future with a lot of elements of transhumanism in it, but like punk is in the name for a reason. Like there's a whole section of it that's very anti-establishment. Deus Ex is like you're kind of like part of the machine in that series, from what I remember. I think that's more like sci-fi.
For me, weird, TV.
Yeah, right. Sci-fi for me, TV. I like those games too. It's just I don't think that's as like expansive. And I'm like, if you don't think the Cyberpunk 2077 world is rich, you gotta check out some more footage of it, because like I'm like I told Jeff yesterday, I'm something like 15 hours in already, and I feel like I've barely even scratched the surface of shit to explore. I started finding some like side missions and shit that are like straight up like walking into a horror movie. There's a lot going on in it that I'm barely getting into. I think this morning I fucking raided a parade float and fucking fought this. It was in the trailer. This guy with like fucking 2 samurai swords for arms. Fucking jumps in with like a glowing red helmet and absolutely beats your ass. But yeah, it's rad. I am censored.
Wait, did he say something that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Approve?
It's like unless you said something wildly racist, there's like nothing censored on this channel unless YouTube's changed their shit and they're starting to block people against the creator's wishes. This is like I have one word muted, and that's Nostromo. What's up, Rex Doom? I still play Skyrim and NHL 13. NHL 13 was like the go-to get fucking blasted drunk at the band practice spot, and that was like what all the dudes were playing all the time. What is up, Edwin? Hail, welcome.
What's up?
I said sup hose. Well, you're definitely not censored now. Did I just miss it or something and not pull you up? Oh yeah, no, I don't even see it in here. Weird.
I'm dropping a link for the Ace, Edwin's project. It is upcoming next year on Indiegogo. I think starts January 31st, but they are collecting emails, so I'm going to drop that link in the chat and go sign up for it.
I gotta get the pre-launch link up for Hellseekers as well. I figured I won't feel as bad about getting that going once City of Rot is off to the printer and everything, but it's still looking like that's probably going to be launching like February, if anything. Which I think I'll be all right.
There we go.
So we will see, dudes, but I'm thinking Hellseekers will be coming then. And now, after contemplating doing the Indiegogo for pre-orders for the Voidwalker trade, I'm actually starting to get like people asking about it on Twitter and then DMing me about it, all sorts of shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, so there is a bit of interest in this as well, but I don't know if people would just rather get the giant from Alterna, because I'm like, I'm gonna get that too. I'd much rather prefer the newsprint, but I know some people really like the trades for the bookshelf and whatnot. I don't know, it disappeared for me. Yeah, man, I scrolled back through chat and I couldn't see you anywhere. The "it censored me" was the first comment I have from you on here, so it definitely did censor you. These hoes ain't loyal. Yeah. YouTube found my Twitter account or something. Yeah, I love that. Just putting the offensive thing you said in quotations was like, YouTube's like, yeah, that checks out. Make sure it's in quotes so it's not you saying it. Then YouTube's all right with it.
Yeah, everything offensive you want to say, put in quotes.
What's up, Leo? It does
hey,
if
Leo.
you have Yar's Revenge. If you have ET, you should be proud, Jason. Oh, I love this. There's a whole side conversation going on that I haven't been tracking. Max Headroom, Cyber Junk. Yeah, man, I missed out on a whole bunch. Jesus. Very old DOS game version of Neuromancer, and it was a great game. Yeah, I feel like that probably inspired a bit of the Cyberpunk 2020 tabletop game then too, because like that's the same shit. Is Wirehead going in demand? It better be.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's closing out tonight, actually. Before we get too invested in things, we're a half hour in. City of Rot is still in demand. Hammerella is still in demand. And Wirehead is still live for, I think, a couple more hours. I do this every fucking time. I go to wirehead.com, just like it's muscle memory. 3 hours left. 3 hours left to back this bad boy. I double checked this morning, made sure we definitely got it and everything. Fuck shit, dog ass, horse slut bitch. I said that so cleanly that almost sounded like I made a computer read that off.
I thought it was like song lyrics. I expected like
fuck shit dog ass whore slut a bitch.
It's an excellent collection of words.
Unlike Rolling Stone, I liked Billy Idol's Cyberpunk album. Rolling Stone today, I saw someone tweet out the a case for macro dosing. And I could not stop laughing because the dude who tweeted it out was like, this is a wild Rolling Stone article. But their comment on it was just, I'm pretty sure this is just called doing drugs.
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
like,
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, like me as a guy who is very pro psychedelics for both therapy and just recreational use if you're an adult, fucking... It was the most insane take ever. Like, it's literally just like do tons of acid, like, and then the whole thread was just insane amounts of idiots chiming in like, it's called our heroic dose, bro. And I was like, this is every dude you don't want to be tripping with.
Yeah.
Tourette's, anyone? That's right. I actually have a buddy with Tourette's, and he makes jokes all the time that it seems more like I'm the one with it than he is. Not sure what your thoughts are on digital, but someone from Australia was saying the other day they'd definitely back City of Rot if there was a digital tier. Oh, man. Are we going to bridge that gap?
Yeah, because it's not too late. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what's cool. The option with the IGG.
We can do it.
I mean,
just,
even going forward. But.
Yeah, we can do it. It just wouldn't go up until the book is done. Obviously, we're finishing the back end of it right now, but I also just wouldn't want to have it spoiled for anyone before it's into readers' hands.
Are going to be a thick back end, Jeffrey?
The thickest.
Don't speak to me in such coarse language, sir.
All right. Welcome, dudes. We got a lot of people watching.
Christmas is here.
Kick-ass. Rolling Stone is going straight edge. Almost the exact opposite, man. They were basically like, cut your forehead and fucking dip a rag in acid and then wrap it around that cut. Like, they were like, do tons of acid, which is like, the article almost was like, microdosing's for pussies now. Like, it's like, fuck yeah, like. Rolling Stone forgot what year it is. Yeah, Rolling Stone is back to being like late 60s, early 70s Rolling Stone. What's up, dudes? Finish VFW. Holy shit. Girthworthy, Carpenter vibes. Should have been called Old Man Mitch and the Death Curse Kill Crew. Dude, I fucking loved that movie. Joe Bigos. And Josh, I always fucking butcher Josh's name, but I believe it's Channel 83. Their films are kick-ass. They're just doing shit they want to do. They shot Bliss on, I think, 16 millimeter, if I remember correctly. Just doing absolutely kick-ass stuff on whatever budget they can get their hands on, essentially. VFW was one they did for Fangoria while it was still technically owned by Cinestate. So that had a decent budget behind it, and it's just cool-ass, old, salty vets fighting off drug-addicted mutant punks, and it's fucking ridiculous, and I love it. A lot of fun, and you should check it out if you haven't already.
Give the full title. No one ever said the full title.
VFW. That is the full title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like your local VFW. That's
I'm seeing his comment now. I didn't see that. Okay.
Yeah,
I really want to watch that.
Is so simple, but it's so good. And they just added it on Shudder like today or yesterday, I believe. Do you think accent walls sound funny? What up, Hoodoo?
What's up, G? Hoodoo?
I thought you were just gonna say hi to Jeff. I was like, Ryan's broken.
Jeffrey?
Yeah. I have
No,
to
I
say
still had some
sci-fi for
water.
me, TV like a robot, and Ryan has to address Jeff every time someone new shows up.
Oh, Rasmus is
Good
here.
day,
What's up, Jeff?
Jeffrey.
Yes. Hello.
Tip of the wiener to you, Jeffrey.
Yeah, switch it so it wiggles. The cyberpunk
Californians are
way.
weird.
I spent like 20 minutes just wiggling wiener in that character creator. That shit was hilarious.
You and like everybody else on game
I'd
day.
go as far as to say this game is divine. I've seen so many dudes with vaginas and women with giant honking peeners on Twitter. The internet is broken with just absolute madness of total hilarity. The next guy I'm doing probably big boobs, no nipples. We're gonna get real weird with it. I added robot legs to my guy last night. I don't know if anybody was watching that. Now I can jump like 25 feet in the air and just like donkey punch people in the top of their head.
You got magic legs.
Yeah, it's magical.
Don't trust a man with no nipples, Master Briv.
I went with the hang around to get City of Rot with Voidwalker 1 through 4 and Can't Kill Cade. Hell yeah, dude.
Some men just don't want their nipples twisted.
That's been a huge hit too. I was just telling Ryan today we've been getting new newsprint backers daily, which is awesome because we're gonna have plenty of copies of that left over. And that is basically the first Death Curse book, which is exciting. We'll have our own little corner box and everything.
PewDiePie flashed YouTube.
Printed through the Alterna newsprint program, with Pete always at our back, helping us with everything. But doing our own little thing on the side, and it's gonna be rad. And I got a cover back from Mateus for another secret project that
yeah, that's looking awesome.
Yeah, is killer. I think I don't want to reveal it yet. I will say it's another horror book. It's a horror western that Kayla is going to be doing the writing on. And it's coming along kick-ass. It's a smaller project to start out, but we're going to be trying different little things, and I think this one you guys will still really dig. It'll be a first issue in a little mini series that we'll probably do something for later next year. I'm thinking maybe just dead drop and pay for it out of pocket.
Dead drop.
Yeah, like not even worry about.
Oh, I gave it away. Damn it.
Yeah, damn it.
Doing Indiegogo, just be like, hey, here's the new book. I think that'll be cool.
I would
So
click
we will
on
see.
Dead drop to see what that was just from the title.
Hell yeah. I think Ryan Otley just sort of did that.
VHS.
It comes out like next week. He probably does. It's probably a porno. Yeah, Ryan Otley has a new book coming out like next week with Robert Kirkman that I hadn't heard a goddamn thing about, but it looks like some sort of like cyberpunky space epic. I don't know if anybody in chat remembers the name of it. I can try and pull it up real quick. He definitely posted about it on Twitter today because he had the comps show up, and I was like, whoa, this looks solid blood.
Did you ever read that book he did with Samney? The martial arts one?
Kirkman or?
Yeah, Kirkman and Samney.
Don't think so.
What's it called? Like Firepower or something like that?
Yeah, this one. Solid Blood. It's kind of hard to see because it's just a box of comps, but there's like this cool little guy underneath the upside down chick. It's some weird looking space epic. I didn't read anything about it. I just saw that and was like, what? Hang on. That's Ryan Otley, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna love this. Okay.
So apparently you can't get anything bigger than an A cup in Cyberpunk?
Really?
You
How
can't
supposed to feed
adjust
your
your
kids?
boobs?
How are you supposed
I
to
didn't
feed your
even.
kids?
Yeah, right. I didn't even look at it.
Yo, babies.
Yeah,
Thirsty
so
babies.
I'm pretty sure Kirkman did a thing that I like joked about doing a while back. Because it's like kind of like a Cosby meme. Probably not the best to do now that it's a Cosby meme. But
You mean drugging women?
yeah. So he dosed a bunch of chicks. No, we are gonna get
Dosed Ryan
so
Otley.
fucking sued to death on this show. No, fucking Jesus
Come here,
Christ.
drawing boy.
What the fuck were we talking about? No, Cosby did this movie. I think it's called Leonard Six back in the day.
Yes.
It's this weird sci-fi movie that basically poses the idea that there was 5 other films before this one.
Yeah, he was like a super spy hero character.
Yeah, sure. I don't need to get in depth with the
So anyways,
Cosby
the lore
Leonard Six
starts
movie.
with
Yeah,
the Huxtable.
of course, Jeff is a huge fucking fan of this space diddler.
I said one thing, and he's like, "Oh, he's a huge fan."
Yeah,
Space
Jeff's-
Diddler.
Jeff's off camera right now, pulling the Leonard Six figures off his shelf. Like,
I'm
thank
putting
God
the
they
big
didn't
book of
see
lore
these.
back on the shelf. Embarrassed.
He's got the hot dog from the movie.
He's licking a cap from his Jello pudding cups.
No,
good.
but I think it's
I'll
called
put that
like Solid Blood number 17.
Does he always
like
take a
it's
nap after you eat one?
supposed to be the 17th issue or something.
Secret ingredient.
Oh my god, that's the worst. You eat the Jello when you fall asleep.
R-U-F-F-I. That's not how
Now
you
you
spell
won't
Riffy,
make
but-
a peep. No.
Man, I don't want to read all of this. It's a new comic book from it's a bunch of penises and stuff. Why is this happening right now? Cyberpunk penises cropping up on comicbook.com right under this.
That's where they belong.
Yeah, so this was basically just like a silly meme that, like, I think I was joking with Kevin about doing this a while ago. I was like, it'd be funny to introduce a character in the Ransomverse and just do like issue fucking 8. And I was like, I pitched that to Peter, and Peter is going to be like, you're a fucking asshole. Like, every time I say something stupid like that to him, he's just be like, oh, like, Peter wouldn't say it like that. He'd say it much nicer, but that's basically what it equates to every time. He's just like, why do you do this to me? Like, why do you even make me think about these hypothetical ideas? Like, because, like, back when we were, like, now I could do something like that, but back when we were at Diamond, unless you're Robert Kirkman, you would never get away with something like that. Diamond would be like, why the fuck is this issue? Why isn't this number 1? And if you didn't have, like, ironclad press on that, making sense of that, that'd just confuse the shit out of most of the normie crowd going in to get that book. Because you're basically memeing. Memeing hard.
Simonin says there's plenty of 2077 cosplayer OnlyFans with big ones though. So the fans have an outlet.
I always forget that's a thing now because we're living in like lazy cyberpunk Tom Clancy world. But yeah, like OnlyFans, very cyberpunk. I'm not surprised that they're all getting naked over there for money right now and doing that thing.
Oh, and like the biggest one is a fake anime girl.
Oh yeah, dude.
That's like super cyberpunk right there.
Fake anime chick, all these chicks. I mean, bitches have been at the forefront of implants since the fucking dawn of time, man. Chicks will fucking augment their bodies for whatever reason. I feel like dudes are a little bit more reserved about that, but it's definitely coming into this. It's not so much like that anymore.
Hoodoo says if I was a woman, I would have an OnlyFans. That's what like every guy thinks too.
Yeah, dude, I'd be slapping my fucking wacky titties all over the place, dude.
I would show my
Get yours, girl.
hole. Totally.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get one of them anime avatars and just talk like this. Be like, "What's up, dudes? Whip out that dick." Just hang anime titty and play cyberpunk and say all sorts of crude shit to a bunch of dudes in my dude voice.
The only thing I'm picturing is just normal you in your normal clothes, but with a pink anime wig on.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't want to be picturing this. but it's better than what you're trying to make me picture. I think it's my mind's defense. It's like, no, don't let yourself picture what he's saying.
Oh my god.
I'll burn in hell if I picture what he's saying.
That's that fucking acid meme. Have you ever seen that? Oh my god. I'm not gonna remember it now. It popped up again in that Rolling Stone article thread earlier. Hang on.
You should probably just bring that up.
Yeah,
and not like every 15 minutes, but I mean on the page.
I gotta see if I can find it again. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is, I found the meme, but I'll try and I'll look up the article as well, because the fucking thread underneath was way more interesting. This fucking meme, though, had me dying, because I was telling Beth about acid a while back, and I was like, so it's really bad if you get into like a paranoid spot, because you'll literally be tripping balls, and if you think about the police, you feel like you can will them into existence outside of your house. I was like, and you just get exponentially more paranoid, and this fucking meme always makes me think of that and fucking laugh. The tired of microdosing, try megadosing. Finally get Jimmy Fallon. Receive the knowledge of Dagan, or receive the knowledge of agriculture from Dagan. Go back in time as an orb of light and realize that the UFO sighting you had as a child was yourself from the future. And then warning, if your stepdad comes home, you're fucked. And if you think about him, he will come home. And that's exactly what I explained to Beth. I was like, that's the cops. And then this popped up tonight, and I showed it to Beth, and I was like, do you understand now? That's all I think about, though, on acid. If you think about the cops, they will come.
Well, and that's we used to tell people shit like that, whether it was just weed, acid, or shrooms, if they were like,
if you
when we were goofing on them. Yeah, it would be like, oh, dude, don't think about that thing. And they're like, what? And you're like, you're thinking about it. They're like, yeah. And you're like, you're not supposed to. Like, oh, God.
Finally get Jimmy Fallon is so fucking good. Yeah.
No thanks.
No thanks.
Yeah, I don't even want to make fun of him. I'm like, no, just...
Somebody made a good point about him. He's like the modern day Jay Leno. You know, just unfunny, but he's a company man.
I was going to say, it's
decades.
bad when you're going to make me say Jay Leno was actually funny. I was like, God damn you, Jeff.
Yeah, because Jay Leno was a great stand-up.
You have baited me into the coldest of takes.
Late night show.
Yeah, late night. Yeah, whatever. That's just corporate BS, so it's all going to be the same.
The case for tripping your dick off and jumping out of a 4th-story window.
Have you heard this? Have you seen this? Case for microdosing.
William, what's up, dude? What's up, Cybergirths?
What's up, William?
No, Ryan's doing his best Jimmy Fallon, just laughing at everything, regardless.
But no, I see your point. Now that you've done a Jay Leno impression, I see your point.
Would you care for a drop of LSD in your morning tea? Capsule of psilocybin, mushroom dust with your daily vitamins. Such is the daily regimen for those who have taken up microdosing. Reportedly, anecdotally, just how much this new psychedelic trend has changed their lives. I was like, our lives? Wait, what? Over the past decade,
it's been in the water in Connecticut for 4 years.
Yeah, I'm like, hot damn. No wonder I just, for some reason, don't want to move away from here. I'm like, I can't fucking stop smiling. I watched a guy die the other day, and I just smiled the whole time. It's fucked up.
I watched the hookers move in day by day, and I'm just smiling the whole time.
Yeah, it's 10:30 tonight. I'm smoking a cigarette, and a hooker walked by in 6-inch heels right down the middle of my road, and I was just grinning like an idiot the whole time. I don't even know if she saw me. That's a real story. I told Ryan before we went live.
Yeah, no joke there.
Yeah. And I was grinning. Intention is everything. The higher the dose, the more likely you are to experience ego dissolute. Well, that's true. I mean, yeah, if you want to fucking like do fucking tons of psychedelics and talk to like a panther in South Africa, then go wild. But I always suggest having like a sober friend who knows what you're up to
Yeah.
before getting into any of that, and like being in a very safe environment with a friend you know isn't going to fuck with you too much.
Yeah, my main introductions to those were all friends that like had done it, and so it was like all pretty good setups.
This was the weird thing though, was like I skimmed through
part.
this. They talk so much about like intent being a big thing with it. I'm like, that's so fucking weird. Like I've never like sat down with like a journal, like, all right, this is what I need to get done while I'm in there. It's fucking, the article's wacky. I'd suggest people go and read it instead of me just like mumble reading it to you half drunk on a live stream.
Half drunk. You're at least 60% drunk.
No, I'm only like a drink in tonight. I'm on my second drink technically, but yeah, thought that was pretty. I was like, I'm a dude who is very pro this stuff, and I don't even know if I could make a case for fucking just doing tons of it all at once. What is up, Hex Allen? The higher the dose, the stronger the trip. Einstein, I think. Right? I mean, it was made by Albert Hoffman. There's a really cool piece. I never remember the artist who did it. I don't even know if it was like credited the first time I ever saw it, but it's a drawing of Albert Hoffman looking through a microscope, and his head is just like exploding out the back with just like colors and like musical notes and all sorts of crazy shit. But if you know the story of how acid was made, he basically, Albert Hoffman did it like accidentally, researching plant derivatives for like asthma medication, I believe is what it was originally. And
Like that.
The craziest thing, like something out of a horror movie, he had cracked a slide on the microscope and cut the tip of his finger. And this one derivative that he had been looking at got into that cut in his finger, and he tripped absolute dick from it. Because that's just
excuse.
That's like
my finger. I just got in there.
No, he genuinely like he had no clue what the effects were going to be at first, and that's why the account is so funny of the first time he did it. Is it really is just this super straight-laced old fucking white dude who had no clue what he was in for, and he says like because he would keep these very like very detailed journals. I forget exactly what it is, but he talks about laying in bed when he got home and just like imagining all these colors and sounds like dancing around above him, and he couldn't remember if his eyes were opened or closed, and then he like opened his eyes and it was the next day. And I was like, oh yeah, homeboy was the first one to take that trip. But
they named it after him, Dr. Acid.
He like right. He nicked his finger like that. Cleaned up and everything, wrapped his finger up, and in like 5-10 minutes left the lab and rode his bicycle home, and said he was like feeling noticeably weird on the ride home.
Because he was flying on his bicycle.
Yeah, like E.T. But dude, by the time he got home, he was fucking like out of his gourd, and I was just like, this is amazing, because like, to be the first to do any sort of like psychedelic drug is intense, but for it to be acid and for you to basically shoot it into your veins, like nicking your finger is wild.
Especially that moment of like remembering like, I wonder if like something's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, if you already have mental health issues, do not be abusing any sort of drugs.
That reminds me of my favorite Ricky Gervais bit about the
there
first
is
guy that
also
got AIDS.
There is also extensive research on this. If you check out maps, there's also states where they're starting to do a bit more open research. I'm hoping that's part of what comes from the Oregon stuff is that they're able to more safely do all of that testing over there. Because what they're doing is evidently helping big time with PTSD. That's the big part of microdosing, and why I think this shit is crazy. Is like microdosing is like it's become more and more common where a lot of even doctors and stuff are like, yeah, no, like if you have your shit together already and everything, and you want to try it, like check it out. It's obviously like anything, not for everybody, but there are very noticeable benefits for a lot of people who do that.
Well, and especially if they're doing it properly, because you're micro. It's so micro that
Hi,
you're
Kayla.
not
Yeah,
really supposed to be. You're not getting high from it. It's just supposed to be slowly working.
Yeah,
into
you're
your
not
system.
treading into any sort of psychedelic territory.
Yeah.
And like they're learning about treating different mental illnesses with like microdosing and stuff like that. But that's obviously, again, in a controlled environment. And if you're someone who struggles with something like that, you're interested in looking into that, look up MAPS and not the weird pedophile thing that's come of it. There's an actual organization called MAPS. I always butcher what that is like a acronym for, but it's all about psychedelics research, and they help vets with PTSD and all sorts of other stuff. I think didn't like Colorado just do mushrooms too, or something like that? Did I just like make that up in my head?
Don't know.
I don't know anymore. I haven't been paying attention recently. I'm like, all right, everything's legal inside my house. And that's where I have to be stuck. So I think that's how it works, right?
Feds are like, that's not how it works, sir. Come with
Yeah,
us.
May 2019 it decriminalized.
My name's Rob Geronimo. I live.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't just like fucking I didn't like make that up. Yeah. In May 2019 they passed it, and in January 2020 it went into effect. Yeah, so I'm sure MAPS is probably operating out of there now if they weren't already. That's very cool though. I didn't know you did that stuff, Hoodoo.
Yeah, he does serious business, so.
Kayla's kind of in a similar field. Our editor. She deals with children though.
I want to congratulate on air Hex Allen for his funding of Nephilim Squadron. Congratulations.
Hell yeah. I was like, you can drop a link in here as well if you got it, Ryan.
I got it right here.
I'm assuming he's going in demand. If you watch the channel, you know I'm the hell yeah, dude. I've lost so many friends to fucking Xanax and heroin and fentanyl, and I'm fucking tired of that shit. I'd much rather everybody be tripping dick in a pod somewhere with MAPS than fucking doing crazy shit on the street. Yeah, shrooms are legal in Colorado, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I looked it up. We're clear. So yeah, if you want to legally trip and get all the help you need, definitely just check out fucking MAPS too, because they're doing cool work. Donate to them if you believe in it. I'm sure they could use it. What is up, Geronimo? Yeah, we were just actually talking about you a little while ago, and now I don't even remember if I shared the campaign page or not because I still have it pulled up right here. But boom,
there it is.
Refresh it really quick. Oh hell yeah, it went up too. 9,486, 214 backers. 3 hours left, dude. Dudes, fuck, I am just out of my brain tonight. What is up, Colin? Yeah, dudes, it's the final 3 hours. Rob, do you want to get in here, man? Do you want me to like shoot you the link? It's like, I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner tonight. Just be like, this should have just been the Wirehead countdown stream.
BRB.
Shoot him the link just in case he wants to pop in here. But yeah, dudes, go check it out if you didn't already. We will be counting his madness down. And need to scroll down real quick, show off some of the stuff. I don't know if he added anything new or not. I know everybody's getting the Institute track now.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Look at that. That's so cool.
Oh, yeah. Who's that? I bet you the dude who did this art kisses a lot of boys.
I bet he's got a huge wiener.
Yeah, and it wiggles when you switch it. That's my new thing. That's my
Switching
first
wiener?
shirt. It wiggles when you switch it. People will be like, what?
That's my new thing. Like you've been testing it out on the road.
Okay, yeah, here's, I think, one of the new ones, the retailer incentive. 5 copies. Hot sauce for the retailer boys. Kayla, if you're in the chat still, you can show that to Nick and the dudes. Nick and the dudes at Harrison's. Jesus, I'm like running out of breath. I'm a fat kid. I'm sitting down running out of breath. Somebody take me out back and fucking put me down.
You asked for it.
Stop typing so hard, you idiot.
I am so fat. Please don't make me run. I'm fat and full of chocolate.
All right,
Spencer's gonna buy a moo.
I have to go for the night, or for a while, or for the night.
You tease.
Fun hanging out. And,
way to go. You bait Rob into here to promote his book in its final hours, and then you abandon us.
So thanks, guys. It was fun. It was fun hanging out until the guilt trip, and then so anyways, back Wirehead, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, dude.
See you, buddy.
What
I
a
just
chode.
stabbed myself in the finger like an absolute animal. Heyo, what is up, dude?
Hello there.
Hey, man.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for
Rob,
having
you
me
just
on.
have like the perfect like radio mic ever.
I know. I
You
wish I
come
could
in-
use this during the streams though.
Oh,
When I
man.
draw.
It sounds like you run the show. Like, I don't even need to be here anymore.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Death Curse.
It's
Soft
like
Rock Radio.
I was on the other page for a minute. I gotta get back through chat here.
Sure.
Cool, Kayla holding it down with everybody, chatting up the dudes while I'm fucking being
Nice.
horrible at my job. Soon
Going
all the
on,
drugs will
everyone?
be legal so people can cope with reality. What's up, Ty? Welcome. Didn't want to miss any of you dudes. I just been on another tab. I want in. Let me in. Colin is profusely trying to beat his way into the chat. I'm trying to figure that out. If we're gonna do like we might start doing a fan night or something. I don't know exactly. Maybe we'll do like the open mic thing, but I don't want to be just like aping everyone else's ideas. But
That's
I
a
also
new
don't
thing.
want to be like, this is our exclusive club. We do have like our little our group of dudes that are, we're all building this brand up together. But
I think they'd be well behaved.
yeah, we will have to have nights eventually where we start having our viewers on and getting down.
Colin said, not a fan night, just a Colin night.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
just
talking about.
just
The only night.
a 5-minute stream of Colin. 5 minutes with Colin.
It's got to bring snacks though.
I've never
that'd
been a
be cool. I
drug
wanna
guy.
get some
I can
Ozzy
count the
snacks.
number of times I've been high on one hand and still have fingers left. And they were all secondhand.
Oh, man.
Peter's friends locked him in a closet and blew hits under the door. Let me out, guys.
I just realized that Ryan leave. Did I frighten him away?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
pretty
like,
much.
yeah, let's get Rob in here. And then he was like, and I'm leaving for the night. See
out.
you later. Yeah,
Shall
the
I?
heroin and everything is insane, Jim. Exactly. They think it's going to be that, like, we're going to have clinics and everybody's going to get good. But it tends to just be like if you give a moose a muffin or whatever, he just does a bunch of heroin in your backyard. Yeah, right?
Wow.
That's that book?
Must be
That's
brutal
how that
in
worked out,
Canada.
right?
Yeah.
Wow. Moose and muffin.
I don't remember what the fuck the book was. It's a kid's book from my childhood.
And it was about heroin?
Yeah, it's like if you give a moose a muffin, then he's gonna want like a pancake or some other shit.
Oh.
and
Doesn't that explain a lot, Rob, that he would read a book about a moose doing heroin?
then
It
if you
does.
give him a pancake, he's gonna want something else. Basically, I think it was a moose, and it's
No, it was
essentially
a
like
mouse. I know what you're
it's
talking about.
mouse. Okay, let's look this up.
See,
Moose.
he read the Canadian version.
Yeah,
The 8-foot-tall murderer of people.
if you give a mouse a cookie, but if you give a moose a muffin, was
Mm.
also a book. You motherfucker.
I've never heard that one.
Yes, if you give a mouse a cookie, they're by the same woman. She did a whole series. She did one evidently with Donald Trump recently
Oh,
called.
so she's just unoriginal. She's like, if you give a tiger a cookie, if you give a jellyfish a cookie.
Wow.
Oh no, some lady did a parody of it recently. It's not even the same lady, called If You Give a Pig the White House, and it's a Donald Trump book
Oh my god.
because people
Of
are
course.
that bitter. They're doing parody kids books of Donald Trump
Oh my
for the
God.
demographics that just
I don't care
don't know
if you
what's
hate
going
Trump,
on.
but that is the cringy. Like the Trump
That's
hate
so
stuff
cringe.
is so cringy.
Oh, it's like I don't know how it's not played out yet.
That's
It
like
is. It was played out like day one. It was before he got elected. It was played out
like
because they were going at it so
getting
hard.
your kid like an Orange Man bad cosplay is like the cringiest shit in the world, though.
Can't.
Yeah. So, the wrong thing.
Huey says moose muffins sound fucking awful.
Moose muffin.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
If you give a moose a muffin, and it was basically the same thing
Later,
as the if you give a Mitch is like, I'm out, this children's book bullshit. But yeah, if you give a moose a muffin, basically boiled down to it's gonna be a fat bastard and want everything else you have on the shelf.
Including
And
your
will murder
cocaine.
your whole family.
Yeah,
'cause
and
you
it just
kill more than
it's
grizzlies.
just forever escalating. So logically, this moose and that mouse ended up doing dope in Oregon at some point.
That's the sequel.
It's
yeah,
Rocky
that's-
and Bullwinkle. It's written by
right.
David Fincher.
Oh my god!
Oh man.
I never even realized. Or I guess isn't
It's a
squirrel?
flying squirrel.
Yeah,
With
never
Bill.
mind. Close. Close.
It's David Fincher.
If,
He's gonna take
if
creative
you,
liberties.
if you give a Colin some airtime, yeah,
He'll take the whole show.
he'll probably want to fuck your wife.
And he will from there. Wow.
UPS man.
I'm already in your house. What the fuck?
Calls the stream's coming from inside the house. That doesn't even make sense. Of course it is.
Oh my god. That's funny.
I gotta finish up my cyberpunk drawing probably tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you do, man. You do. That
I don't
was good.
remember. Someone in chat was like, I want to buy that. I was pretty
Oh.
rip roaring at that point. So
That's a nice feeling.
if you're in here right now, let it be known.
Give
'Cause
me
I
your
was like-
money.
Well, no, I was like, if you backed for the one where you got a sketch from me on the campaign anyways, you could just get that as your sketch. And I wanted to make sure, like, if that was the case, it got
Lazy.
through to you. My cyberpunk drawing? Oh, you wanted it, Colin? In
Oh.
that case, where's my lighter? No. Just set it on fire. Marvel offered me a job, guys. They said I had to be spiteful to all my fans.
Take the money and run.
If your fans aren't foaming at the mouth and literally throwing their money in the trash because they don't want to spend it on your books,
Then
you
you're
don't
out.
work for us.
Oh wow. That's sad, but that's true.
Yeah, it's gonna be rad. Read the ransom verse for all my scrambled egg brain ideas.
How you enjoying the cyberpunk? I see you've been streaming it.
Oh, I am Rob. I have almost a whole
Mainlining
day
it.
into it. Yeah. If I could shoot it directly into my penis, I would have already done it.
Wow.
No hesitation. I'm just like, I'm a robot boy. I'm ready for the robot future. Give me kicky legs.
He tried. He downloaded it onto a USB and stuck up his butt, but it just didn't work.
Yeah, I just keep bleeding a little.
Oh my god. Damn. My buddy got it on the OG Xbox One. He says it runs terribly.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like playing a peeled potato.
Yeah, I've seen some screenshots of like the PS4. No, it was the Xbox
Yeah.
version versus the PC, and like it looks like almost like PS1 graphics.
I
in
genuinely
comparison.
feel
Yeah.
bad for those people because I'm
I
like,
know.
I have a good PC, but I don't even think mine's even anything crazy.
Right.
Like I have the i7 and I know the i9 is out and a bunch of dudes have that and shit.
Jeez.
But like I have a decent graphics card and whatnot that I always forget about. I have to look it up because I'm like, man, I don't remember which one I ended up going with because I looked at so many for so long and like went back and forth. But like I play it on there, I don't even have like all the ray tracing turned on and all this other wacky shit you can do that literally just makes it look like real life. And I was like, if I did that, it would probably make my eyes hurt. Like it's fucking wild. And the story, like it just makes me like want to write even better, more
see, I
rich,
love that.
like
love
fucking
that.
packed stories.
Yeah.
I need to talk to all the dudes off stream about something similar, an idea we iced a really long time ago that we're talking about potentially bringing back. That's sort of might be the first Death Curse coffee table book.
Ooh,
Is
that's
what I'll
cool.
say for now. It'll have some narrative bits and some other stuff, but
Well,
I
that
think
fits.
it would be cool as a group project.
I dig
I'm in.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I am loving the shit out of it. Kayla's like, Cyberpunk? Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077. It's out. Don't buy it for PS4, Kayla, because it will not work.
Yeah, I know it's
basically-
getting patched, but it's just right now. It's still
I
like
don't think it is going, like I said it about Witcher 3, and Witcher 3 was on the same consoles,
yeah.
and it took a while to get it into like a spot that finally felt really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really foresee that one working on the like technically last generation now.
Yeah, it's really built for like next gen consoles.
Yeah, and I think they genuinely went into it thinking it was going to be on last gen, and then at some point realized that it was just way too fucking big.
Yeah, I think that's why it was delayed so much.
Yeah, I mean, the first time they delayed it, they were saying they had like all the vertical slices of the gameplay built, but they couldn't figure out a way to get them all working in one like shared build.
Yeah.
Where it wasn't just a buggy mess, and that was like 4 years ago.
Yeah. So this is one of those things like
that. That's wild, though, to think the entire game was essentially built 4 years ago, and it took them that long to just lace it all together without it fucking exploding in their faces.
Oh, it's incredible, and like it's one of those games, like or just something in pop culture it's a phenomenon right now.
And the gameplay's insane. Imagine a shooter with the depth of like Skyrim. Like that's how your stuff levels up. Like you have to fucking shoot dudes in the face with a pistol to level up your pistol stuff. You have to beat a dude to death with a baseball bat to level up your melee.
Oh, nice.
Or beat a dude to death with your fists. I just went and did a bunch of side missions and saved up a bunch of money so I could deck my dude out with like the first tier of cybernetics. So now I can double jump like 20 feet in the air and fucking land on guys. You can.
But Kayla's happy. You just mentioned Skyrim. She must be like, what?
Yeah, you can sprint around like an absolute madman. Like I kitted out my dude with a bunch of like clothing mods, so my fucking movement speed is like through the roof to the point where it's almost fucking disorienting. I can just like run through the city like a fucking jaguar.
So now, do you think? Because this is what I foresee we're going to get a lot of cyberpunk-esque stories now in different mediums.
Tons and tons of runoff, but I'm stoked for that. Like I've always been a fan of the medium. I have like there's a reason I got the Neuromancer book just like on hand on my shelf at all times.
What's that Netflix show that's cyberpunk?
Altered Carbon, which I think is also Philip K. Dick.
You ever watch that?
Altered Carbon is it's not Philip K. Dick, but it's another cyberpunk series. Okay. Blade Runner is another Philip K. Dick, and Minority Report. We went over it the other night,
and we learned that he was a nut.
Yeah, he was an absolute nut. He was cool as fuck, though. But yeah, I'm stoked for that. And that was like basically the coffee table book is a cyberpunk idea that me and Kevin had years ago, but it was so big that we wanted to do it in like a different delivery system, if that makes sense. Razor Fist kind of made me want to stay away from Cyberpunk, but I'm gonna check it out since you hyped it up, Spencer. If you have a PC, dude, it's great. I don't
Simonon says dong slap kill move on 2021 patch.
There's so many people just like hating on it for the meme and the views right now. I've been saying since like last year that it probably wasn't going to run good on consoles, and was essentially like I had to get a PC for all my work stuff and everything, and I was like, I'm just going to invest a little bit more money and make it also good for gaming.
Yeah, no, you're better off.
And if you have a decent PC build, like that's one of the few things that
I do not.
CD Projekt Red is good at doing too, is optimizing their games in the long run for it to run on different system builds and stuff like that.
But you know what's funny? But it's not optimized yet for the Xbox One.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's ever going to happen on the old consoles.
The new one.
Well, the new one, it's just going to struggle. It's also a new system. That's what I mean, though, is like these are systems where this game was in development for years before they actually ended up getting the development kits for the new consoles.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Again, yeah, the game for old consoles has been in a struggling development, which is why I'm saying PC build was the main build. Yeah. That was the main build that they did. They were probably struggling the entire time to do past gen builds of the game, and are just like pushing and pushing and pushing. But that's like, I'm surprised with them that they released that version and they weren't just like, hey, we're sorry, but we have to cancel this version of it. Like, it needs to be a next gen game. That, or they're really confident that they're going to be able to optimize it over the next couple of months. But I say, like, if that's the case, dudes, wait it out, because it could just be something really stupid and small right now that they're overlooking because they've been working on it for so long. It could be figured out in a week. It could take months, but just wait it out if you don't have a good PC. There's still some bugs on PC, but they've been like funny and not really game breaking. And I've already figured out ways to, like, when stuff gets stuck on the screen, you just sort of like open your map or something and it makes it all go away.
How'd you stream it to StreamYard when you were playing? It was it just like sharing your...
StreamYard doesn't allow you to share audio, which really sucks.
What?
Yeah, so it wasn't sharing game audio.
Oh, why don't we? I thought you can share. Oh, you just mean with games you can?
Yeah, with basically, because it's, I guess, an executable or whatever.
It sucks.
It's like it's not a browser-based application or something, like when you're just sharing a web page window.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Take it easy, Kayla. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us. Yeah, I didn't know that either, because it had the share audio thing, but then you click over to the tab to share the game, and I could. That was why I was like, I'll have the dudes in and we'll chat and hang out, and I'll just be like playing with no audio in the background. Which ended up actually being kind of funny.
Yeah, I was watching some of his crack.
We had a question. DJ 2K Comics is Love, Death, and Robots Cyberpunk?
Love, Death, and Robots?
That was the animated anthology on Netflix.
Oh, I haven't even watched through all of that yet, but Cyberpunk 2077 has a show coming to, I think, Netflix.
Of course. See? This is what I was saying.
Yeah, it's an animated series with, I think, Studio Trigger.
Studio Trigger?
Is that who it is?
I don't know. Is that like an anime company?
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest ones. I'm sure you guys probably know a ton of their shit.
Didn't someone just buy Funimation or something like that? Wasn't there a big deal that just happened? HBO Max just bought Funimation.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're buying up everything now, trying to get that HBO Max.
Yeah, Cyberpunk announcing original anime series Yeah, coming 2022. That's what I mean is like everybody's like freaking out about this game not being optimized right now. Like Witcher 3 is still getting fucking pretty regular updates up until like a couple months ago. Like this game is going to be getting content for years, and they were saying that they had to make a build that was going to still also be able to receive more game. And there's also a whole multiplayer mode that they've been working on in the background that like the entire community forgot about, but it has been in development the entire time the game's been in development.
Oh, so right now it's only single player?
And they said the multiplayer mode would probably be coming next year at the earliest, like almost a year out from the original launch. And I was like, nobody's even bitching about that, which I think is hilarious. Like everybody just forgot about it. And I was like, I'm totally cool with waiting on it because I knew what this game was going to be. I feel like if you played the original paper and pencil RPG right now, you're like nerding out like a little kid because it's like the best version of fan service. It's all the things you've been wanting to see come to life, but it's not just like them being like, oh yeah, and this thing, like you're seeing it tangibly be used in the world. And it's fantastic.
Razmas says that studio made Kill la Kill and Little Witch Academia.
Yeah, they've done tons of big stuff, and they did a ton of like any of those crazy animated like commercials you've been seeing for Nike and shit like that.
That one. Who did that?
Oh, shut up! Oh, shut up!
Shut up! It was Crunchyroll that they bought.
Oh, they bought Crunchyroll, not Funimation.
Yeah, there's been directors
like
coming
money,
out
though.
left and right complaining about this HBO Max thing. Releasing their movies simultaneously on the app and in theaters.
Well, yeah, because now they're
not at all.
Yeah, because now they're not getting any cut of the theatrical release in their contracts because these guys have a percentage of theatrical release. So you're seeing Hollywood directors getting fucked probably like they've never been fucked before, and nobody's coming out and saying what the actual problem is because they don't want to get blacklisted. Yep. What's up, Jobu? But yeah, I guarantee you all of their contracts say like I get, it's probably not this exact number, but say just for convenience sake, the director gets 10% of theatrical fucking gross after budget's paid back and everything. They're getting 10% of the profit or whatever, but it says in their contract of the box office. It's not the box office anymore if they go and do a third-party deal with a streaming company.
What do you say?
He said, I call it the prima nocta syndrome.
I'm gonna come over here and fuck your wife. Is that the one where you fuck your like king gets to fuck your wife on your wedding night?
Yeah, the king or the like magistrate or whatever.
Yeah, that one's so buck wild too. It's on your wedding night.
And you don't fuck with Mel Gibson's wife.
The king's gonna consummate your marriage for you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, fuck all. No king of mine.
Fucking Braveheart rules.
Let me say thank you to Peter. Thank you, Peter. Sorry, Peter Enstrom. Yeah, just want to say thank you so much, man. I can't wait for you to read it. Have a great night.
Hell yeah. Take it easy, buddy. Peter. Stay off those drugs, man. One of us has to do it. No,
Quitters never win.
We need one responsible dude who likes us.
Him. I believe in you.
We've got one responsible dude who likes us. Don't drive him away, Jeff.
Jeff,
the dude who doesn't even do drugs or drink.
That's how I don't do it. I made a deal with the devil that if I can get more people to do drugs, I never have to do it.
I am the Japan-based producer for Cyberpunk Edge Runners. What I do basically on this project is that I am a fixer, to put it in the words of the Cyberpunk universe. We are a game company.
It's Japanese,
we
Kayla.
We are a bunch of nerds, and wherever there are nerds, there's going to be anime fans. So that's all we do for us to
I love it.
Anime. When we began
Japanese girls saying anime.
We were certain that we didn't want to
Japanese.
Make a recreation of the game.
She's the studio head of this project at Trigger.
Set in the same universe.
For having tentacle porn throughout Cyberpunk, they were saying it didn't really fit.
New characters, new
I bet you
I do like to think
when
that
she says her name, none of us can repeat it.
Gateway for
Wasn't it
newcomers
Meredith?
to come and affect cyberpunk game and also the cyberpunk genre as a whole.
Rob, quit ruining my jokes.
Right now we're in Nakano, which is one of the biggest anime
Yeah, I think
meccas
she's
of
like
the
half
world.
Japanese.
I'm going to take you to Studio Trigger right now because we have the wonderful opportunity to talk to the dream
The
team
last name is
that
the
will be bringing
Japanese
you
half.
this anime.
I thought this was going to be a trailer, but it's just this chick saying anime. Yeah, and the CEO, who you know, like if he takes his shirt off, it just has a giant dragon tattoo. What's up, Ara? Yeah, so this is, I guess they don't have a trailer or anything yet. It's still just the announcement.
All right.
Them just promising to make a really good anime or else to cut their fingers off.
Well, no, these guys are like known for making just like some of the fucking coolest, like their action is so fluid and everything. I can't remember what the commercial was they did.
Fluid. Yeah.
So they released half-assed games because they want to claim earliest possible release day, Silvar says.
Maybe.
No, I genuinely think it was a stupid fucking thing where they wanted to release it in 2020 because of the name. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Could be.
Silvar says, now they all commit public seppuku.
Fenrir, what up, dude? Welcome. Yeah, they've done Studio Trigger's done a bunch of
CD
stuff.
Projekt Red Cyberpunk 2077. You have individuals across all spectrums breaking boundaries and super future where mankind is
I didn't even know they
living
did Gurren
underground,
Lagann
where they're
too.
under constant threat of earthquakes destroying their settlements. You follow Shimona and Kamina as they bust out of their
Kill
subterranean
Kill, something called Inferno Cop that looks hilarious.
Style of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. But
Ghost
similar
Rider.
to those
I was
Adult
just
Swim
gonna say that.
classics, the laser animation is part of the show's humor. It's wacky and weird with a wild new twist.
Yeah,
every
this looks
single
rad.
episode.
Inferno Cop.
You fighting a baby who turns out to be
It's
a
like-
giant secret crab monster this
It's like an
episode.
Adult
Or
Swim
maybe
show, but with
duking it out
like
in
way
court a la
cooler
Ace
art.
Attorney with
That's
amazing
basically what it
exchanges.
says.
Reese
It's
is
basically
absolutely
trying to be like an
charming
adult
and
swim
sweet.
show with
And
very
if you
limited
love Harry Potter,
animation.
like I do, this show.
Wow.
Humanoid animals who have special powers.
I think
akin to their
Promare
animal
is the one that everybody was going
However,
ape shit
unlike
about
those
because
two
this one
anime,
came out
Promare is
recently.
a feature-length film Studio Trigger released in 2019. Similar to their prior anime, it has a unique animation style.
It's sort of like a
its own,
cyberpunk
utilizing
sport
both 3D
anime.
and 2D animation to their fullest. So if cool action is your thing or you like their other works, this is an easy recommendation.
Cool
Premiere
action.
takes place in a world where a calamity has struck, causing many humans to
They're making an
suddenly
anime
start to bust, killing half
Star
of the world's
Wars
population.
show.
30 years
Yeah,
later,
of course
and
they are. That
You
shit's
know,
like printing
30
money
shows in
now.
development now.
That's the same way. Did you guys see the other day that Marvel announced they've opened like a whole manga branch over in Japan? And I was
No.
like, that's literally what's going to save Marvel is that they've got like manga books coming out now that are going to be for
Whoa.
the Japanese
Well,
market,
Did you
and that
see
means
what?
they're going to license it out to real like mangaka, and it's going to fucking crush shit, and they're never going to have to worry about shit bombing over here ever again.
Oh,
Like-
but it also won't be like PC either. Like they're gonna like.
oh no,
abandon
it's going to
all
be
the bullshit characters.
fucking wild.
Did you see
Wolverine getting
that
his
thing
dick
that-
chopped off and growing back. I'm gonna fucking Akira Yoshida it up over there. Aww.
That's what I'm talking about.
Did you see that thing that Perk posted though about the top comics sold on Amazon? And it was like
Oh.
almost like the top 10 was almost all just Dogman. And I think there was like I don't know, maybe 5
You know you're
comics
crushing
from
ass
DC
when you
and
can have a
Marvel.
book called Dogman. Like I love that just everything in Japan sounds like I'm looking through a window into an alternate dimension. I'm like, what's at the top of the charts over here right now? Goblin Slayer. And I went and watched that, and it was just like rape and goblin murder everywhere. I was like, this is metal. Like,
Goblin murder. They should
Oh,
just
yeah.
do that.
there's another one too. I never remember the name of it, but it's honestly like the only, I think, comedy anime I've ever watched. And I saw like one episode of it and fell in love with it. But it's like I think it's only recently become an anime. I think it's only got a couple of episodes, but it's like a gay skeleton bookkeeper at a bookstore.
Oh my god!
And he just works at like a manga store and like helps people find the manga they love. And I don't know if he's like openly gay or just like comes across as like really flamboyant, but it is just the strangest character. And he's a skeleton man and a bookkeeper. And I saw an episode of this randomly. I think I had like a Crunchyroll trial, so I'm pretty sure it's on there. And I was like, this is the most bonkers shit ever, but I love it.
One Punch Man is still like amazing.
It's the closest thing to a slice of life. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about in chat right now, but if you do, let me know, because I never remember the name of this thing.
My God. What do you think about all the Star Wars announcements?
Simonon said, did you see Demon Slayer sold 82 million units?
Whoa.
Holy shit.
Skullface bookseller Honda-san.
Who's that?
That's the name of the show.
Oh.
That's, yeah. Of course. That's why I was not going to remember it.
Yeah, I saw that stuff, Rob. There's like 5 different movies in development and a bunch of different TV shows.
It's like...
it's wacky.
It is wacky. It's like so strange, but like I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I mean, I've never been a Star Wars like dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I enjoy just like the mainstream audience kind of enjoys it. But I don't know. Like, Mando proved me wrong. Like, I didn't think Mando was going to be anything special just because they hadn't done anything good. So it is entirely possible they could make some really cool stuff, especially if they're giving it to people that genuinely care, unlike Ryan, what's his face, and Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Ryan, what's his face? Yeah.
But it doesn't. It's not. None of it excites me because it just sounds like more product to consume than it does like something that I'm really passionate about, or anybody's really passionate about anymore.
I really miss the days of like you have to wait. You know what I mean? It's like now I know what you're going to be doing for the next 10 years.
Oh my God! I think this was the episode I saw. You guys can hear this, right?
No,
I can't. No.
Oh, it's all in like a foreign language, anyways. God damn it!
But also, like, there's no new IP being pushed. It's just remember Star Wars. Star Wars was awesome. Wasn't Star Wars so cool? We're gonna do a show about the fucking cantina owner. You know?
You know what? Out of everything,
I could make that book sing, Jeff. Fuck you.
Well, like Star Trek too. You know, like Star Trek has that offshoot cartoon.
Right.
Like Lower Decks.
God.
I mean, do we need an offshoot of Star Trek? Like Star Trek has to have, because that's a brand, it has to have like 5 spin-offs.
Right.
You know? And that's what, and Marvel obviously has been doing that for a while now. There's no like new IP that they're pushing. Like, you know, I wasn't a fan of Harry Potter, but at least Harry Potter was new. Right. And that was something that really organically built an audience, as opposed to like with the Star Wars, it's just that Disney spent a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
So now they got to push it down your throat.
Yeah. No,
you know?
it feels it.
Rogue Squadron with Patty Jenkins is one of the only things where I was like, that might actually kick some serious dick.
I hope so.
I mean, she's doing great with the Wonder Woman stuff. I think that's like printing money betting on her right now, and I think she's one of those secret, like, she's not buying into all this discourse bullshit that goes on the internet. She's just here to make cool fucking movies. She was talking shit about
Joss Whedon. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was pretty hilarious.
That's what I mean, though, is like she's one of those people that's like legitimately about it. She's not gonna fucking get into it unless she absolutely knows she needs to.
Yeah, and she was saying she makes like, good. Everybody was making fun of that movie, and everybody hated it. And then behind the scenes, that works on the DC films.
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, thank you, Aura. I said, yeah, I hear.
Can you hear this now?
Nope.
No, I don't hear anything.
What the fuck?
Ruin Swanson and Crackling Kennedy. Fenrir Fire.
Saliva, I'm looking forward to nothing mainstream anymore. I know. I need a break.
Oh, Jay reviewed Possessor on Red Letter Media.
Ooh, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, he loved it.
I figured.
And I agree with him on 90% of the things. So
yeah. This was the episode that I saw. I'm pretty sure it's like the first episode of the series.
have this one. It's special yaoi book. Jesus Christ! What's yaoi book? Anyway, 全然いいんだ。親切に教えてくれてありがとう。きっとこの本は
My daughter must have seen this book in a dream. No.
Oh my god! What is
I'm
that?
pretty sure yaoi is like the like gay erotic manga too.
Yeah, that's what they did in South Park.
That's a special yaoi book.
DJ PK Comics says hella hype for Obi-Wan.
Yeah, Skullface bookseller, man, is just fucking hysterical. And that's like the whole thing is just this guy. It's like anime Seinfeld at a bookstore. It's the fucking weirdest thing. I was like, I did not know I needed this in my life, but whoever made this is fucking amazing. Yeah, it's
man-to-man love.
No, boy love. That's why it's so fucking funny though. Is it's just this wholesome white dad. He says yaoi all wrong, and then he's like speaks perfect Japanese. It's like it's so fucking ridiculous. I think that same episode, there's like a fat guy who comes up to him looking for like erotica too, but it's just hilarious. And then there's no explanation for why this guy is a skeleton.
Oh my god!
It's excellent. But it's all about that. Just like there's a manga for everything, and
amen.
Just mining that idea for comedy, and it's so well done.
Great.
I've been meaning to like go back and watch more of that because it was so fucking like I have not laughed that hard.
Yuri is for women.
Yeah, Yuri's
Yuri.
The chicks. Chicks getting kissed.
And Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader.
I know. I hope it's not just a cameo.
What?
Yeah.
There's some kind of thing about how he's not going to wear the helmet.
Well, because like if this is the one thing I'm really looking forward to if they do this. I really like the scene in Rogue One where he's in the Bacta tank, and it's clearly a double that, or like some kind of prosthetic that looks like Hayden Christensen, and he has to get out of the suit to heal in the Bacta tank.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was really cool. It's like, wow, like what does he look like when he's like not in the suit? Like, what does he do? You know? So I wonder if we'll see some of that stuff. But I would just love to see,
it's just a show of him laying down, getting cream put on his body for an hour.
I was gonna say, wasn't there like the whole like dick kicking conquering period? Like
he's just hoping he gets a happy ending from his massager.
weren't we supposed to get that in like a television series like 10 years ago though, of like a sort of like Vader the Conqueror series?
That's what I want. So that's what I'm hoping they do. I want to see him hunting Jedi.
Give me the last 5 minutes of Rogue One, but for like 2 seasons.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So
I want Vader literally squeezing dicks till they explode.
Is that what he did? Is that how he killed Obi-Wan?
With the Force. Yeah, he just Force crushed his nuts.
Obi-Wan, now you have only none.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Obi gone.
Obi done.
And there's a rumor too that like the Ahsoka show is gonna ignore the sequels and they're gonna basically try and like rewrite.
I wouldn't put any stock in any of those rumors, guys. Like there is literally like 30 new Star Wars rumors coming out fucking daily now. It's like scaled to the amount of fucking series they announced.
But I agree, but it would be interesting because we do have the Zack Snyder stuff finally coming out. True. And there's all this talk now of them bringing the Snyderverse back and doing like the standalone Ben Affleck thing.
If they're undoing all of that, that would mean Lucas has probably been brought back into the fold, and there's something big they haven't announced yet.
Don't get me excited.
But I don't think that's the case at all.
Oh, screw you, Spencer.
Yeah. I could be wrong. We'll remember this night if it gets announced or something. But
I mean, at the end of the day, Disney's a corporation that wants to make money. So if they can make money off of people with giving them false hope that they're gonna write Star Wars,
I mean, I never thought I'd be in a place where I'd be like, the closest thing to Lucas coming back now is just letting Filoni and Favreau to just like steer the ship now.
Dude, that episode with the Ahsoka episode is like a great film. Like,
yeah, I haven't. I was telling Jeff and them I haven't watched any of the new season. I don't mind. Like I've seen tons of spoilers and everything already. Like I'm stoked. Everybody's been talking about it, but I'm just gonna
was good. That came out
watch
on Friday.
the whole thing all at once.
It was cool. Well, I don't want to spoil. Do you mind?
Oh no, like I said, I don't mind at all.
Billy Burr was on the show again.
Go right ahead.
Oh wait, unless the chat. You should exit chat first. I don't want to spoil anything if they.
Oh yeah, chat. If you don't want spoilers, fuck off.
Hold on. Rex Doom says Vader just sits around peeling his skin and turning it down to blue milk.
Vader slice of life. Yeah, I do a super experimental episode of just Vader from inside one of the Bacta tanks, just like trying to hold his skull together.
Emperor just being gross, like that's gross. Stop doing that.
He's inside
and there's like
the
potato chips.
using the force to hold his skull back together as the Bacta tank is healing him, and the Emperor is just outside of it, like, God, this needs to hurry up.
He calls him Scrotum Face, like John Leguizamo, the clown in Spawn. Get back here, Scrotum Face. I'm not done with you yet.
You look like silly putty. Someone melted into sewage.
You ever look yourself in the mirror, burnt man walking?
Oh my God. Spawn and its excellent one-liners.
Spawn was so horrific looking though in that scene. Like, there's no way if you were the couple and the kid looking at that, you'd be like, dude, oh, he's a poor little guy. Like,
I say this all the time. Spawn's prosthetics were like fucking out of this world, and then the whole budget went into that, and they forgot they had CGI shots at the end. It's insane.
Well, they went so hard in the CGI too at a time.
They could have done a better job on the cape with just like ropes and pulleys.
Yeah,
they could have just had like some really cheap satin that they cut to shape and just pinned with like a bunch of pins and like fishing line, and had like 30 people just tugging on that shit, and it would have had the same effect, and it would have looked real.
I loved that film, but I didn't realize that I had only seen the unrated.
Yeah,
so it wasn't until recently. I think it was streaming, and I was like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen this in so long." And it was the PG theatrical release.
Oh yeah, the theatrical release.
God, awful! Like there was so much. Believe it or not, there was scenes cut out, and when they tried to put in all like they clearly cut out all of the dialogue. Like
they did like a TV edit of the dialogue. It was hilarious.
Atrocious. I could not believe they released that in theaters because I saw the unrated and I was like,
that was the whole thing. Is that was back when that was still sort of like commonplace in movies because they knew they were going to release like the TV edit version of something eventually. Especially something like I feel like the studio knew like releasing that they were like, oh yeah, this is going to be a TV edit in no time. Like there's no way this thing is going to crush at box office when they saw that.
Yeah.
But
I saw it in the theater when I was a kid, and I loved it. I thought it was so cool.
Yep, my dad took me, and it was like mind blowing. I remember seeing that as a kid and being blown away by how the cape looked in that fucking restaurant.
Oh, me too.
Scene.
Yeah.
And with him climbing up the side of the building, I was like, "Holy shit! They finally figured it out."
Guns and everything.
And he has the coolest one-liner because she's like, what did he say? She's like a little old to dress up for Halloween, Simmons, and he's like, "Where you're going, every day is Halloween."
Dude, it was just the perfect amount, and Michael Jai White just kicked so much ass.
It's such a shame, man.
That's really one of those things too. I said something about it when we brought it up before. That's one of those ones where I wish there was a fucking stupid fan like us out there somewhere who's just really good at CGI, who could just like go over those old scenes at the end and like redo that.
Yeah, the Violator still looks really good in the when he first fights him.
There's dudes though nowadays that could CGI that and you wouldn't even be able to tell the fucking difference.
There's a dude that does the face swaps, and he'll fix like movies like Tron Legacy. He did a face swap where he changed Blue's face, and it looks amazing. Like it looks 10 times better.
I know they even did it with what was it, the recent one?
Oh yeah, where they recreate the like deep fakes that studios actually did.
Yeah.
Or like the Grand Moff Tarkin scene.
The Corridor dudes do such a good job of like showing those instances and then breaking down like why it's so fucked up. Like I love that channel because they're like like secretly we're educational. Like,
well, they make an interesting point too when they talk about it. They're like, it's not that people, suck at their jobs or whatever. It's usually because
it's a time crunch.
A low budget. They're a tight, like you said, time crunch. There's always different factors going into it. There's last minute changes to the scene. So when you see something that looks really bad in the movie, it's not because the studio just sucks. It's probably because something happened and they had to deal with it.
That's
oh my god.
DJ 2K Comics also said, I feel like I was the only one who didn't like the Darth Vader scene in Rogue One. Why would he even pull out his lightsaber? He would just force choke everyone to death.
See, I was saying I want to see, and like I don't know why it's never been done, but I want to see like rated R Vader. I almost drew a picture of it a while
where his
back.
Little like cock flap opens up and his
but
dick
no,
comes out.
I couldn't like figure out how to do it, but like I want him fucking force grabbing onto hearts and then force pushing dudes out of their fucking own like their like hearts out
Daniel
of their
Warren
bodies.
Commission of
yeah, dude, like that's the shit I want to see. I want to see dudes' skeletons fucking ripped out of their bodies. Like, go fucking nuts. Like if they do a Star Wars anime and it's not that's what
they're not gonna do it.
Did you play the fucking Force Unleashed games? What Star Killer is in those?
Amazing.
You just turn that up to 11 and you make it Vader.
I hate that.
I'm really hoping they're undoing that, Rob. Like you beat me to saying that. That's one of the few things that, and they brought in those two fucking dudes to deem like what was canon and what wasn't. And I was do those guys even work for Disney anymore?
Dude,
like,
I know, it's such a shame. It really is. Oh, by the way,
what is up, dude?
Oh, what's up, Unbelievable?
Yeah, the logic of the Force should allow a guy to liquefy skeleton inside the body. Absolutely. Exactly.
We have 2 hours left on Wirehead, by the way, and we just got a couple of backers. So thank you so much, guys.
Oh shit!
Fuck yeah!
You guys absolutely rock.
Yeah, no, you should
bump. You should get the checked out by a doctor.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Hit that refresh. Fuck yeah, dude.
100, son. Thank you so much, guys. We have 2 hours left. If we hit 10,000, I'm going to be expanding the story with a prequel.
Taking all the credit for that.
Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Slasher sci-fi horror. Definitely whet your horror appetite.
So what you're saying is we've got to hit 10,000.
You did, not me. Thank you, Ara. Thank you. I can't wait for you to read it either. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Silver Ogre says, if Darth Vader was an invader and Darth Sidious was insidious, is there a Darth Cell?
Oh, interesting.
Darth Vader is gonna probably suck forever.
Oh, that was the other show.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, didn't Timothy Oliphant end up being a fucking Chuck Wendig character?
A Chuck Wendig character? Oh, wait. I have no idea. I know he was a character in Mandalorian.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure on Mandalorian he's a character that was created by Chuck Wendig.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what everybody was like freaking out about when it was originally on. And I was like, God damn it! Like Timothy Oliphant's great.
What does Kevin Smith call him? Ola-fantastic?
That's amazing.
He said that because he's a big.
We're all just gay for Timothy Oliphant. He does have a huge ego. That's
what he said. Yeah, he said it's a huge ego, so he's Ola-fantastic.
He's fucking great, dude. All you need to see is Justified, and
I've never seen Justified. I saw Deadwood.
Holy fuck! Yeah, Deadwood's great too. But watch Justified if you liked Deadwood at all. Like, holy fuck, Justified rocks.
That's based on a book series, right?
Yeah, Elmore Leonard series.
Right.
Was he playing another detective? Oh, I'm not detective.
Yeah,
Sheriff-esque guy.
Raylan Givens, I think is the name again. I remember.
And then he fucking says, yes, Oliphant played Cobb Vanth from Aftermath.
And he kicked so much fucking ass in the Crazies remake, which is, I think, another
movie.
Really fucking underrated reboot.
Dude, forget it. That's the Resident Evil movie we should have gotten.
Oh, yeah, that was too. It was a reboot that kind of.
What was it? I missed it.
took the essence of the original and did their own thing with it.
It's so good. It's like, oh my god! It looks like Raccoon City, like this midwestern town. It's just,
dude. Like we're talking exactly, Jerry. We're talking about a
Anakin
series
cut
where
a dude's head off and then killed a bunch of kids.
yeah, like we're talking about a series where fucking essentially an angry teenager killed a bunch of fucking toddlers. Like, oh well, I mean, Oliphant and him are in the fucking show together. That's part of the reason I love Justified so much. Is that's like what got Goggins like that, like made his career was being on Justified.
He's great. He's awesome in Predators.
Dude, go watch Justified then, because that's like what blew him up.
I'll check it
and
out.
He's fucking insane in that. Like I love that, and I think it's all on Amazon Prime.
Wow.
Amazon Prime sucks because like all the seasons are listed separately. Because Amazon Prime just sucks like that.
Are they free on Amazon Prime or?
They were last I had watched them.
Sweet.
I've watched through that series like multiple times, and every time I love it because I like I'm about due to rewatch it again because I don't really remember much of the end of it all over again. That's the great thing about traumatic brain injuries.
There you go.
You can keep watching cool media over and over again, like in Alzheimer's.
You just keep starting the first episode over and over again.
It's like 50 First Dates.
Justified. That's a good movie.
Your wife's like, honey, can we not watch the first episode again? This is the first time I've ever saw you.
Oh my god. Goggins and Sons of Anarchy is a site. LOL. Yeah. Cyberpunk 2077 Goggins. He's actually trans in that, right? It's not like
really?
He's not just a cross dresser. I think he's like legitimately like a trans hooker in it.
Goggins?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one where he is. I think that's why Jobu was laughing. He's great in that still too, though. Like it's crazy too, because Sons of Anarchy is like, I know a lot of people really like it, but it's like for every time it's like, oh yeah, the writing's like actually hitting here, like it's hitting the right notes, and then it just takes like a corny left turn like every time. I'm like, god damn it.
Hex Allen and Fenrir both said Goggins was great in Hateful Eight. But
yeah, that dude always takes it to another level. Same thing, like that's what I was getting at with Sons of Anarchy, is like the show can be a bit corny, but that dude, even as a fucking transgender hooker, was like no one will ever do this kind of role better.
Nice.
The one that ended up with a necrophile. Sons of Anarchy was up and down. Exactly. That was the only thing I said, because like my dad and a bunch of fucking like uncles and shit were crazy into that show, and I was like, yeah, this show is like tonally retarded. It like could not make up its mind, and it was I love that it was like widely hated by like legit bikers. I thought that was the funniest thing.
I've never seen it.
Vice Principal seems pretty funny from the few scenes I saw. So that's been rare.
It's not bad. It would like it suffered from I'm still talking about Sons too. I haven't seen all of Vice Principals. I watched like 2 episodes, and right, that was the show he did on HBO.
Yeah, with Jody Hill. I love Jody Hill. So
because there was, I feel like there was also like a movie that like sort of ripped that idea off.
I don't know.
Right, that was the show one though, right?
I don't know.
I think it was a show.
Vice Principals, yeah, it was a show. Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure there was a movie that was like around the same time. I think there was a movie that basically ate that idea that was like a shittier version, and that shit always fucks my brain up. I remember like, because that's a lot of the same people that did Eastbound and Down, isn't it?
Yep, it's Jody Hill.
Yeah, okay. That wasn't clicking with me at all.
Yeah, he did a Foot Fist Way and that Seth Rogen one where he's a security guard.
Dude, Observe and Report is so fucking underrated.
Oh, it's so good.
That's like if you like Observe and Report, you're cool with me, or you're probably like a serial killer. Like,
I had to go to DC to see it because no theater around me had it.
oh my god, dude.
I
remember our theater had it, and I watched it like twice, like in the same day, just like cackling like an idiot. And I had like other employees in there watching parts of it with me, and they were just like, dude, I do not get what you see in this movie at all. Like, it fucking completely bombed at our theater. But I fucking loved it. Oh my, it's Seth Rogen basically playing like an autistic mall cop. And he's insane in it. Like, it's one of the few movies where he's like not playing like regular Seth Rogen role.
Yeah, he's like a taxi driver kind of character. Like he wants to be this like uber badass, but he's also kind of like retarded, and like nobody likes him.
Like he's basically like the slow dude in school who isn't actually like mentally deficient in any way. He's just exceptionally dumb.
Yeah, he's just stupid.
And is just like wants to be that badass cop and like have that save the day Die Hard moment.
And he like always talks about how badass he is and shit.
Yeah, it's nuts. And he's got like a gang of lackey idiots who are other mall cops that like help him induce his fucking crazy ego. Like, it's a weird fucking movie.
And then like at one point it just gets like violent out of nowhere.
Yeah, like that movie is so great.
Wow.
But yeah, I saw
that's another one like
I went to go see Slumdog Millionaire, and then saw Observe and Report the same day because I was like, I gotta see this movie. I can't, go back home without seeing it. And it was way better than Slumdog.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that Observe and Report and The Other Guys were two comedies that like they're not tonally the same, but like two that really surprised me like that. Like Observe and Report, that was very much one of the ones that I watched because I was like, I'm working at the movie theater. I can see this for free. Fuck it. And like I saw like little bits of it while I was working, and I was like, holy shit, this is actually like really weird. And it's almost got like it's like a violent Napoleon Dynamite kind of vibe to it.
Nice.
Like the idiots of society and what they're up to. And it's just, I feel like everyone had, if you like hung out at malls, if you were a 90s kid, I feel like that was a huge thing. We had a mall around here, and we had tons of mall cops that were like this dude in a nutshell. You have to watch that, Rob. Like, I feel like you'll lose your mind. And it's such a weird, it's not like his normal stuff where it's just like a bunch of like really flimsy, like improv one-liners that they come up with.
Yeah, it's like his best movie easily.
Yeah, like this is something that you can tell like the script was really tight and like planned out, and
it's not just him like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if I was smoking weed? Like,
yeah.
I hate that dude so
much. What is it? They're trying to thwart like a serial flasher or something?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I couldn't remember
the guy like so brutally, and I don't want to give anything away, but his reaction to the guy is so over the top.
That's
hilarious.
The main angle, Rob, is that they're trying to catch a serial flasher who is like flashing women in the parking lot, and he just like flashes them and runs away. But the extreme reaction, you would think they were looking for like a serial killer that's striking at this mall. Like it is so tonally uneven on purpose, and it is so well executed. Like, it's one of those movies where like one little component was off and it wouldn't have worked at all.
Wow.
Like, I would love to see other cuts of that movie done by other people with the raw footage to see what you could do with that, because like they really
have to watch that this weekend. I'm
now
enjoying everything just thinking about it.
Like, holy shit, dude. It's like a romance angle, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
like,
there is.
It's really vague, but
even that's disturbing. Like, everything in it's kind of disturbing.
Yes. Everything is just off and wrong.
Wasn't it Anna Faris that's in that?
Oh, is that? I think you're right.
Yeah, exactly. Scary Movie.
And she's like a Dippin' Dots chick at like the food court or some shit, I think.
No, you know what I think it is? I think there's two girls, and she's the one that's like the slut at the perfume counter.
Oh, you're
And the
right.
other one at the Dippin' Dots thing, that's the nice one.
Yeah, you're right. Jesse Plemons is in it too. Michael Pena is the fucking... his like right hand man.
Oh yeah, Michael Pena's in that. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Ray
That's
Liotta.
the first time I've seen him in a movie. You know, like,
Actually, Ray Liotta.
Yeah, he's the actual cop.
Oh my god,
dude!
Michael Pena's in it too.
It's good. Aziz Ansari is one of those kiosk like knick-knack toy dealers. The guys who sell like the fucking remote controlled helicopters and shit like that.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right. I'll check
the Yuan twins, Patton Oswalt, Danny McBride. There's tons of people. Like, fuck.
I love Danny McBride. He's my favorite thing in any movie he's in. Also from Virginia. What up?
Oh, really?
It bums me out when I see him in like serious things.
Yeah.
But he was pretty good in was it the Alien one he was in?
It doesn't matter.
Covenant.
It immediately takes me out of the movie for some reason.
Yeah.
And I like him too, but I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like, he's just such a good comedian for me. Every time I see him, it just... An Alien, I think he survives in the end, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in Alien and just picturing that scene of him in This Is the End where he's doing the jerk-off jizz thing with his hands.
Yeah, I was just like
doing that towards the alien.
If you're gonna have him in a movie like this, you need to have him die violently to like counter that. Because like seeing him the whole time, I was just like, yeah, he's gonna say something funny soon. He's gonna I was waiting for it the whole time, and then it like wouldn't show up, and he would be delivering serious lines, and I'm just like, I can't focus. Like I could not enjoy Covenant. And that was like one of the reasons.
It's one of the reasons. There's a lot of reasons not to enjoy.
Yeah, with it also being all over the fucking place and edited to hell, but then like his character is really jarring because of all that editing too, because it just goes from like almost no screen time to him being like a very serious component in the story.
I love how in Covenant, like one of the complaints about what was the one that came before it?
Prometheus. I like them both.
One of the complaints about Prometheus was like it took off their helmets, and in this one they don't even put on the helmet to begin with. They just go right into the alien world.
They do nothing. That was ridiculous.
It was almost like they were like thumbing their nose at the audience for complaining about that, and like, you know what? They're not going to wear helmets at all. They're just all going to get the disease.
And they do, and they all get it.
It goes like the guy's ear or something, doesn't it?
It was so weird. I still enjoy them.
Yeah, it was like up his nostrils and shit, and it was just like fungus crystals like floating around, which is like a cool idea because you can have shit like that and stuff.
I love the world building of those two movies.
You just took the words right out of my mouth. I was like, Ridley Scott's a world builder, and that's what I love about.
And that is what we need to talk about off stream, boys.
Oh,
Ridley Scott.
Yeah, Ridley Scott. A whole bunch of talking about Ridley Scott. No, but I need to grab another drink really quick, so I'm going to leave you guys to your devices while we keep counting this down.
I've been trying to find his art for a long time, but I can never find it anywhere. But apparently he like illustrated all the storyboards for Alien. Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
And he did it for like commercially for years before he got into directing.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. I would love to see like more of his work. But yeah, no, when I saw the storyboards, I was like, whoa.
Certified wacky bitch.
I was like, these are really good.
And it makes sense that like somebody, you know, who's very artistic and who thinks like, you know, like comic book sense of thinking about stories would translate to directing.
Yeah, completely. No, he's one of my favorite directors. I mean, like he has a lot of duds, but you know, I mean, when you make that many films, I think you're gonna have some duds, you know. So like he gets a pass.
He also, it was weird. I don't know if he was like having medical issues, but a lot of the like interviews and shit he was doing during Covenant, he seemed like he was like senile.
Yeah, he said some weird stuff. I was watching all the interviews.
Well, then I saw an interview for the fucking thing he did recently, the like Raised by Wolves or whatever.
Oh yeah, how is that? Did anyone?
And he was like completely coherent again, and he did this gnarly ass Mobius inspired Hennessy ad a while back.
Oh really?
Yeah, you haven't seen that?
No, that sounds awesome.
Oh, holy shit, dude! I'll pull that up really quick.
But isn't he like 80 something now?
But dude, if you saw the old stuff of him during Covenant, I feel like they like took a bunch of it down after the fact because it was fucking nuts.
Well, wasn't that around the time when his brother died? So it might have been like him on drugs or something, you know.
That could have been it, or it was just, you know, him dealing with grieving.
That's a fucking sad ass story too. Like
jumped off the bridge or something.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Tony Scott died. He the guy who did he directed Crimson Tide, Man on Fire.
Yeah, The Hunger. Hunger's amazing. I fucking love that movie.
Which one's that?
It's the vampire one with David Bowie and is it Faye Dunaway, I think is in that.
I do not know that one.
Oh yeah, it's a gorgeous movie. But it's a very different take on vampires. But yeah, I love it. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
Oh shit, yeah, he did True Romance, Top Gun.
Yeah. True Romance.
Last Boy Scout. What the fuck? This guy killed himself?
Yeah, Tony Scott.
How did I not?
Tony Scott was the fucking man. Man on Fire.
How did I not hear anything about this? Man on Fire kicked fucking ass, dude.
Oh yeah. The book is insane, man. I love the book.
He also did. There was this. I don't know if you remember. Remember BMW used to have that like driver character. They would do short films for. Clive Owen was the driver.
Oh, I totally forgot that.
Yeah, and they had like all these different directors. Like I think, I know Tony Scott did them, and Guy Ritchie I think did one. It was a bunch of all the big name directors of the time were doing little short videos for it. But the Tony Scott one's really great because it's just so weird, and Gary Oldman's in it.
Oh, that's crazy.
So yeah, if you've never seen this is the Hennessy ad that Ridley Scott did. I'm gonna fire it up and then I'm gonna head off and get another drink and whatnot, and I'll be back.
Cool.
Okay.
Audio's going?
Yep.
Yeah. Matt Damon.
That was cool. That kind of like Silver Surfer.
I know.
Giants.
Yeah, it's like crazy because I was watching.
Catherine Deneuve was in it, not Faye Dunaway. Thanks, Seminar.
Oh no! Now it's gonna keep going.
And the Hunger. Oh yeah, I thought it was gonna happen as soon as you said he was leaving.
Oh no!
A lot of us have been stuck at home or can't travel.
Spence.
I've been having fun with food and kind of re-exploring my travels through food.
Oh, it does look good.
Through
I like
Asian
to be
food.
creative, so I will be sharing some of these dishes with you guys.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I'm super excited to be working with Hennessy again. I also want to showcase that, Hennessy and Hennessy cocktails can be paired with everyday dishes and fancy dishes. So it's really exploring flavor profiles, and I want to have fun with everyone.
This woman screaming in my ear.
In the past few months, we've all been really stuck at home. So I like to be creative and do some house parties, whether it's for 2, for 4, or how many loved ones you have at home. One of the things I really like to do is to make a cocktail pre, during, and after cooking. Something easy to make, something that's really, highly repeatable. So I really love Hennessy ginger. So to make Hennessy ginger, it's super simple. Just 1 part cognac, 3 part ginger ale. Top it with ice, a lime wheel, and you got yourself a party.
The real chef comes in. Get out of here,
I think across the board in Asia, everyone loves fried chicken. And anywhere from Taiwanese popcorn chicken to fried chicken in the Philippines. Our version is, a Sichuan fried chicken. So there's a lot of numbing spices. And I think it pairs super well with the ginger in the cocktail, as well as the carbonation with the pops of the salmon roe. It's just a really nice touch.
Oh, shit. You got salmon roe on
with
there?
the dumplings, we did a pretty cool,
I'm
style,
genuinely
which
loving
is
this right now.
Impossible meat, so it's like a kind of a substitute meat that is able to give that lammy flavor with a lot of cumin spices and my mom's hot sauce. And I feel like everyone has something like this at home, so it just showcases that this cocktail is great with Asian flavors, and especially really full-bodied flavors like these.
Rats.
So during this quarantine period, let's be real, we've all been doing a late night snacking. And so my go-to nightcap is very simple, just XO over ice.
They be getting crunk at young age in Southeast Asia.
Add some ice, pour over XO, give it a swirl, and you got yourself a nightcap. With this XO over ice, we made this tomahawk, which is dry aged.
Tomahawk?
And the marinade is very Vietnamese style. So it has the fish sauce caramel, it has like lime juice, it has, you know, a little bit of tamarind glaze, and it has this sweet and savoriness, but also like sour. And you can see a really good char over it. So you can see all those different flavors are really complex.
How do you get from here to here? Well, Spencer left the show with a video running, so it auto-loaded this video. So we were stuck with it until Spencer gets back.
We all are.
Hey, it's Hennessy and a good meal. This is what it looks like. I want some.
Whoa.
Even though it seems like we won't be traveling for a while, at least we can still travel through our taste buds. With these dish and drink pairings, it's easy to enjoy elevated everyday dishes, whether it's for your home parties or for when you're craving a late night snack.
I think she's... Oh, no. Oof.
What's going to come? How to make a tamarindo cocktail. We're getting nothing but Hennessy.
Oh, my God.
Oh no. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
The song alone, I think I'm gonna slip by you.
Pour your Hennessy right there.
Are you a Hennessy guy, Rob?
I have no idea. I might have had it. Oh.
Thank you, Spencer.
Well, you know what?
That was fucking hilarious.
I wanted to see how he made it. You know, I'm on the edge of my seat. How did he make the tamarind Hennessy?
It's gone forever.
He just tosses the glass out and just drinks straight from the bottle.
This is how you drink it.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob, did you see all the insane shit announced at the Game Awards?
No, I did not. Tell me.
Oh. Okay, then. I'm just going to show you real quick without spoiling anything.
I'm just going to rub his nipples. Well, he would if he didn't cut them off to be a cyber boy.
Yeah. I'm a cyber boy now. Your girlfriend was like, why are you bleeding through your shirt in 2 spots?
It's Cyberboy B01.
Because he watched The Wall too many times. You ever see that movie?
The what?
All in all, I'm just another
Pink
dick
Floyd?
in the wall.
Pink Floyd.
Oh, Pink Floyd, The Wall. Yeah.
And the guy just raises off his nipples. That's what I thought you were referencing.
No, Spencer's been talking about cutting off his own nipples for a while. He wants to become fully transhuman.
Yeah, I'm a cyber boy.
Oh, God.
Zeros and ones. No room for nipples.
All right, what do we got here?
I had a real life.
Evil Dead?
I had a wonderful girlfriend, Linda. Together we drove to a small cabin in the mountains.
My God.
Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the book of the dead.
Huey says, hey, I was watching that. That's video.
Just had come to this remote place to translate and study his latest find.
Oh, wait, that's, oh.
The book awoke
Yep.
something dark.
Oh, was that Arthur?
Mm-hmm.
And that was what's her name from the show?
Xena.
And then
Who's this guy?
Lucy Lawless.
No, that wasn't her. That was the other one. I forgot her name.
Oh, I forgot about her. Yeah.
Oh, I am ready for this. Oh, man. PS4, PS5. Oh, I have Xbox.
Yeah, you sucker.
Yeah, maybe DJ 2K we will get a sponsorship from Hennessy. That'd be awesome.
Oh my God, that'd be buck wild. Go from drinking Jack Daniels to just straight Hennessy.
Yeah.
Dude, I have that game still somewhere on the original Xbox.
What was the other shit, guys? Game?
What, the old Evil Dead game?
Evil Dead. It's so great. Degeneration.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of shit, Rob. There's a dragon fighting multiplayer game. There's Arc 2 has Vin Diesel in it.
This year's Game Awards was packed full
Arc
of hot new trailers for the biggest.
Yeah, and it has Vin Diesel in it after all these Vin Diesel jokes we've made.
If you want to catch the latest gaming
Ranger
trailers
says,
as soon
I'm a
as they
cyber
drop,
boy.
make sure to like this video and
GameSpot.
Enjoy.
Life in plastic. It's fantastic. I can choose my hair, even down there. Something creation.
That's great.
Oh yeah, this was another one.
Come on, Cyber, let's go party.
What the hell is this?
The corporations gave us solutions.
Would I guess this, or is this a new IP?
This one actually surprised me. You'd guess this if you were hot with 64 back in the day. N64.
Oh, wait a minute.
Arc 2, Vin Diesel wanted a check. Exactly.
Oh, this is Perfect Dark. I recognize that building.
Oh man, what an Uber nerd.
Oh, Uber, dude.
Rob, I love you.
These are the levels. This is inside the corporate. This is... They're
the laptop gun?
Yes. Wow. Oh, that's
Dude,
cool.
it said the initiative at the beginning of the trailer, and I was like, no fucking way. I remember being so poor I couldn't afford the special N64 pack to play this game when it first came out.
I couldn't either.
All my buddies had it, and I was like, Mom, you don't understand.
You're ruining my childhood. Oh, wow.
Agent Dark.
Not yet. This is just the beginning.
Oh, they're making it like serious, like
it's like a eco-terrorism thing, but it actually sounds like really cool and not like stupid.
Oh, I'm ready for that.
I don't want to watch this whole trailer because it's like 10 minutes long again. But
there's
Vin Diesel and Ark. Yeah, dude, it was fucking. I could not believe it when
he's the man,
came
dude.
up.
I've literally watched almost everything he's in.
Just like scrubbing through quick. There's a new Dragon Age.
Thank God, because that
so
ending...
this is. Are you a fan of Dead Space?
Yes, absolutely. I have all three of them.
This one was wacky because this is Glenn Schofield's new company from the guys.
Whoa.
He got PUBG money and started Striking Distance Studios. He's the guy who created Dead Space.
And
This game, though, is literally my 24-hour comic, but in space. Instead of being set on the planet, it looks like it's set like on a space station or something, but it might also be set on a planet. But literally opens with my character's a prisoner, and this opens with a fucking prisoner in prison.
That's okay though. You're covered because every video game.
Oh no, I know, but I was just like, I love that there's about to be a game that's literally this. It's a new body horror game. It's so fucking dark.
Oh, they even have the light on the back of the neck.
Yep.
Like in Dead Space.
I was just immediately hyped to fucking see, like, yes, there's gonna be a new body horror action game. Like,
dude, you're gonna make me want to play Dead Space.
I recommend you all go check this trailer out yourselves too, because it looks even better like on your own screen. For some reason, StreamYard makes things really fucking dark.
Oh man, dude. Whoa. Oh hell yeah.
Dude, and that thing almost looks like if you see the actual video of it, its jaw's all split open and everything, and it's got like a bunch of boils and extra eyes up top. It looks like the one I did sketching live. I was like, this is fucking bonkers. Like, I'm so excited for this game.
Oh my god, when is this coming out?
Yeah, it's the Callisto Protocol, and it looks like we're talking about Ridley Scott stuff, and that's what reminded me of this. Yeah, 2022. I was immediately like, time to hit up Striking Distance and see if they need a writer. This was another one I wanted to show you. It's a big year for horror video games, Rob. At least for the announcements.
They're coming back. Those Resident Evil remakes really like triggered something. Oh, whoa.
Turtle Rock and Warner Brothers, the guys who did Left 4 Dead.
And Evolve, right?
Yup. It's the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead.
Oh my god. Give it to me.
Yeah, Valve's not releasing it, so it's under a new name.
Hey,
I don't know.
Dicks.
I don't know if it's officially licensed, but Turtle Rock got sick of waiting around on Valve, and so they went to Warner Brothers. It's called Back 4 Blood.
No worm-ridden son of a bitch is gonna stop us.
I was playing Left 4 Dead 2 with my buddy the other night.
Dude, like, it was Mitch, one of the dudes in chat. Our dude Mitch was fucking tagging me on Twitter in it as they were dropping on the live game awards. I was like cooking dinner. It was just like, holy fucking shit, dude. The one year I don't go out of my way to watch the game awards, and it was like tailored just for me.
What won? I guarantee you Last of Us won. Because everyone just freaking...
Oh yeah, Last of Us won like 6 different fucking...
Of course it did. Did you play that? Did you like that?
Yeah, I played through it. It wasn't as terrible as everybody said, but it wasn't like anything amazing either. It kind of felt like, why the fuck did this even get made?
Exactly. That's how I felt. I played it with a buddy of mine.
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
House
Microsoft Flight Simulator coming to
Mass Effect
consoles, and then yeah, it's just a bullshit teaser because BioWare's desperate.
They really are, man. They're really desperate.
It's basically what Bethesda did with the last Elder Scrolls announcement. They just like showed a mountain. And then the Elder Scrolls title, they were like, here is a mountain. And then in really tiny it said not actual in-engine footage. And it was like, why was this shown?
Yeah. Not actually ever coming out.
This isn't even all of them either, so hang on. Yeah, so that's just a bunch of nonsense and audio clips like blurred together in the background of audio from the first 3 games. But
a pretty mountain.
Yeah, it was a really pretty mountain, but then that little scroll card pops up and it's like not actual in-engine footage.
Of course.
Only a cinematic, and I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why was this even shown? I'm trying to remember. There was some other stuff. There's Crimson Desert, which is like a fantasy game that basically looks like a more in-depth version of what Shadow of War was supposed to be.
Ooh, I like Shadow of War, but you have to get the Game of the Year version.
Oh, and then an indie game, Hood Outlaws and Legends, which looks like multiplayer, what multiplayer Assassin's Creed was supposed to be. This was the other fantasy one, Jeff, that I couldn't remember.
Okay.
That I thought I was actually like, shit, I would get this to play with all the dudes. Just be like absolute Robin bastards.
To be fair, Razbass did say it was a pretty mountain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it was, but it's like when you're gonna show shit like that, you might as well just do something in engine at that point, even if it's like an older version of your engine, just so you can be like. I think companies are starting to realize that, like, even if it's not that great, like we should at least do stuff that's true to the hardware we're going to be using.
DJ 2K Comics says Last of Us 2 is pretty bad. I played 4 hours of it and had to stop playing.
It also just makes you feel like a bad person, even if you are enjoying the story.
Yeah,
like killing dogs got really old really fast.
Really fast.
And I'm not even a dude like that. Like, I'm not about to get butthurt about a game. Like, it definitely was like immersive with the whole nihilist post-apocalypse. But
how is it that Call of Duty gets so much shit for killing dogs and Last of Us 2 doesn't because it's on the right side of politics?
My biggest issue with it was
I'm talking about you. I'm talking about like Call of Duty gets all this shit for killing dogs.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying my whole thing with it was a game that's all about the morality and like ambiguity of revenge and the ramifications of your actions. But you have no choice but to murder hundreds of people and dogs. There's not like, I guess it would have been way too much work for them to program in a way to do like a pacifist run of the game.
Yeah, that would have been better.
Which would have at least added like another interesting layer to it. Like oh yeah, can I actually be about the things, the themes that this game is supposed to be about?
Right.
Because there's all these themes going on. The gameplay doesn't reinforce that at all.
No.
The game, it's like, oh, when are we going to stop murdering everybody senselessly? And then as soon as you get control of the character again, it's saw this motherfucker's head off. Like,
yeah.
It's like, okay. Like
it was I found it to be a little pretentious, to be
like
honest.
it's them telling us they hated Andromeda. Yeah, the Mass Effect trailer is hilarious. Like that it retcons Andromeda, but it's not even made.
I want to talk about that Mortal Shell game. Have you seen that?
Dude, I got that. It's awesome.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, Mortal Shell looked all right. I keep fucking mixing that up with the George R.R. Martin. No, the George R.R. Martin FromSoft game Elden Ring coming.
The one that's never coming out.
Oh yeah.
Just like the next Game of Thrones book.
Yeah.
No, because I guarantee you, George R.R. Martin wrote like a couple things for it, and then FromSoft just like ran away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just been playing. I just got the GameStop.
Here's a bunch of articles right here saying that
it's hard as hell. God, not very relaxing.
There's a bunch of articles on here saying that there's not going to be. From Software has alluded to there not being much more of a wait before Elden Ring comes out.
Oh, all right. All right. I will hold my breath.
Yeah, right. I'm like,
yeah. I really like their games. I actually just started a playthrough.
It says it's supposed to release this year.
Get out of here.
Yeah, it says it's
in 2020.
It says it's releasing before the end of the year.
Wow.
Then this game is not finished.
I don't know, dude. From Software is fucking really good. Like I was just saying this the other day.
If you killed babies, then it would be a game of the year.
I was saying this on one of the streams the other day. People are still finding new shit in Bloodborne.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorites.
Like, we shouldn't have to wait months and months for our
next peak.
It says next peak. That makes no sense when the fucking release date says end of this year.
It's called teasing.
Right? Fuck me, dude.
Not happening. Sekiro is a super different. I was craving like a new Souls thing because after I beat Mortal Shells, I was like, wow, this was great. Mortal Shells was awesome, man. And
Mortal Shells was still another like weird take on it, though, right?
Yeah,
it wasn't completely like a Souls game.
No, yeah, they kind of like they did their own little thing where like you inhabit the corpse of a warrior, and
like all the designs are amazing. I follow a bunch of the artists that worked on that.
Unbelievable,
it looks fucking killer.
And it comes with this was what was really cool because I bought the physical copy of it, and it comes with a concept art book inside, a little booklet, and a poster.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so like a lot of the concepts and character designs and environments are all in there, and I was like, this is sick. Like you never get that stuff. You're lucky if you get a little manual anymore. In the thing.
Yeah, back in the day, it was awesome having like the Mortal Kombat booklet was like a little comic book almost. You know?
Oh my god, I remember that. And I think Tobias illustrated it in the comic book in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, the different shells are wicked cool looking.
Oh yeah. The gameplay is great. I really like what they did.
That was the one thing though, is like I didn't like just rip off the Souls like bonfire collecting souls thing.
Yeah.
That whole I don't like the like character based shit, like especially in RPGs. I want to build my own character.
Oh, me too. I hate when it's like a character.
That's why I didn't pick up Mortal Shells, was that the shells are basically just like it's like different character builds. Like Overwatch, I got burnout on really quick. Like shooters, especially where it's character based shooters. I'm just like,
well, the good thing is that they don't really have like you don't feel like you're playing something. Like a character already, like
yeah,
you know, and you do have the choice to pick which shell you want to inhabit, and that I mean, the designs of each guy is cool. You know, it's just like
yeah, and it's literally got like a medieval aesthetic of like what we used for a lot of Voidwalker. Me and Christian were looking at this. Literally looks like if we had Beyonders attaching to people during medieval times, this is how I would imagine it.
Yeah,
Vitaly Bulgarov is the artist that I found. Like that, how I found out about that game because He posts all the different concept stuff he did on Instagram.
Like all those weird,
Amazing.
like sinewy, like
Beautiful.
alien dudes that they look like almost like undead, but they have like. Oh, there's a guy on Twitter that I follow now too.
It's cheap too, the brand new if you could find it. The studio wanted to keep it half price of what usual games are, so it's only $29.99.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love that kind of stuff. Oh, holy fuck! Somebody figured out how to make sexy Squidward in fucking Cyberpunk.
I saw somebody made Peter from Family Guy.
Holy fucking shit! I just sent it to you, Jeff. I need to share that. Holy shit. Oh my god.
He kind of looks like Silver Surfer from the Rise of the Silver Surfer Fantastic Four movie.
Holy fucking shit, dude.
I'm not going to lie. I do want to get this eventually.
Oh my! I'm having so much fun with it. Like I said, like I've like barely tapped into the story. I think I'm like level 20 or something, and I'm like just starting to get into like the really fun, like changing the mechanics of the game, like upgrades and stuff like that.
He also and I'm the engineer from Prometheus.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, you're right.
It's just sexy Squidward.
Sexy Squidward.
Hex Allen says, "I'm Tetsuo, sliding all over Night City on a motorcycle. It's pretty sick."
That's badass.
It's fantastic.
And Kojima's in the game too.
Oh, I have not come across him yet. Then.
Hex said, "I tried to make my CP character look like Adam Jensen from Deus Ex."
Oh, nice. I have that. That's right. Deus Ex games.
My guy just looks like an absolute douchebag. I gave him the like rat tail mullet because that's just been a recurring theme on here is mullets and rat tails, and they combined it into one fantastic unit. I was like, whenever we finish here tonight, I might play a little bit of Cyberpunk.
What a surprise!
Yeah, right. I don't. Where was Kojima? Did I already miss him or something?
I don't know. I just saw them posting his designs for the game and stuff.
It's so good, man. Like it's so well done. There's so much going on. Even the side missions, like the meeting with people and talking with people, feels so fucking like rich and ridiculous. Like there was just as much attention given to that shit as there was to the main storyline.
That's awesome.
It's fucking crazy, and you get all these little side jobs with added like it's not just like one little thing like, oh, go do this here. Like you end up doing like a bunch of different shit for these people, and depending on how you play it and the decisions you make, like a side job can turn into like a very big friendship with someone that you can call in to help on other jobs. And I'm like, I can't fucking imagine how playthroughs are going to change the next time around, because there's like guys that were like, I fucked up and got people killed, and they're just like gone now. There was a mission I did earlier today. You and Tanaka are meeting with one of the heirs to the Arasaka Empire, the daughter, and you're meeting with her and basically telling her the truth about what's going on without spoiling anything. And then Arasaka, like shock troopers, just fucking tear the wall off the building.
Damn.
The entire wall just gets ripped off the side of the building by this giant fucking like anti-personnel carrier flying by, and just Arasaka shock troopers fucking blast in and start blowing shit up. The floor explodes and you fall like 4 stories down through this fucking apartment building, and Tanaka's left behind. And I had just bought the fucking double jump at that point, so I was able to double jump back up to the 4th floor where Tanaka was and fucking kill the shock troopers and save him. And it stops and he goes, "Oh my god, you actually came back for me, you fool. Like now we're both gonna die here." And you have to basically escort him out to save him. But if I saw another guy playing later on in the day doing the same mission, and he didn't have the double jump and he didn't even think to go back for Tanaka, and he just ran out of the building and Tanaka dies.
Wow. See, I like that stuff.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking wild. Like, you will lose like leads in the main game, and there's different ways to take shit on. The choices I made, the Voodoo Boys fucked me over, so I just decided to kill them.
You bastard.
Yeah, they make a deal, and they're like the best net runners in the world, or in Night City or whatever, and I just wiped them all off the face of the earth.
Let me see.
You basically find out they're like trying to fuck you and take the
Like,
Johnny
literally?
Silverhand chip for
You trying
themselves.
to fuck on me?
It gets really weird and really trippy all at once. Like, it was hard to even track. Oh, my cat jumping up. Hey, buddy, come here.
So I'm gonna have to head out because I'm getting a little sleepy. But we have 1 hour left.
Yeah, we'll pull it up really quick while my cat's going ape shit.
Yeah, 1 hour left. If you haven't backed Wirehead, definitely. I'm putting on the NPR voice right now. If you haven't backed Wirehead, I highly suggest you do. Or is that ASMR, whatever they call it? People tell me I should.
Yeah, you
do
gotta
that.
smack your lips a bit more for ASMR. Gotta
Smack.
Ass maker.
Ass maker.
back Wirehead.
That's what it stands for. Ass maker.
You need to back Wirehead really hard.
I don't know where my cat just went.
Yeah. So check it out if you haven't already. Sci-fi slasher horror.
You got it checked for in demand already?
Yes, thank God.
Good.
When Ryan told me that, I was literally having a panic attack, and apparently I gave Dave and Tyler one because they were reading the chat and they were getting nervous.
Excellent.
He was like, "Did you hit this? Did you do this? Did you do that?" I was like, "No, I didn't." Ah.
Excellent. Awesome. Yeah, got probably a little under an hour left, dudes. If you haven't backed it already, go check that shit out. We'll just wrap it up here for the night. It's been a good one. We've been going for like 2.5 hours.
Wow.
I don't want to keep
later, though.
I don't want to keep my Jeffy up too late.
Oh, you just want to go play Cyberpunk.
Yeah, and I want to go cut my nipples off and be a cyber boy.
There you go. Oh, Benjamin. Thank you so much, Benjamin. And dude, your illustration is insane. Did you guys see his Wirehead illustration?
No.
I gotta
think so.
Is
that one of the ones you just posted the colored version of recently?
I think that was the one.
So I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Let me share it now.
Jerry, you streaming tonight, guy? Go check out Unbeliever Media as well, dude.
There it is. All right. I'm going to share my screen, if that's all right. Just so everyone could see the awesomeness of his illustration. I had no idea Ben was such a talented.
Check this. Okay, yeah, this is the one we saw. Yeah, this one's absolutely kick-ass.
Dude, like, I love the perspective. Like, that was such a great idea.
The last thing you see before you die.
Exactly. Yeah, totally killed it. And the metallic feel, too. Like, man, that killer job, Ben. Like, really great job. I don't know. Has he been drawing with us during the draw stream? I would love to see the stuff.
Yeah, I think he's drawn along with a couple of them now.
Oh, he has. Okay. Yeah, because I'm
pretty sure
get tagged in any. I retweet the ones I get tagged in.
Yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of them on Twitter.
Awesome.
But yeah, dudes, thanks for hanging out with us, Benjamin.
Cool.
That's a fucking kick-ass Wirehead piece.
Yeah, dude. Great job.
And I think we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna still keep trying to do this regular thing. They're not always gonna be crazy long or anything, but yeah. Thanks for hanging out, dudes. And
Edwin wants to know who did this. Benjamin Soto, the guy right above you.
Ben Soto in chat, Edwin.
Yeah, he did it.
Hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up, man. I'm sure he could do some sweet commissions.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys.
Take it easy, dudes.
Have a good one.
You were awesome. Was it worth the girth?